There you go. We're good.
Alright, last we left off, you guys had just activated the device, the Summer Star at the Black Cabin. Upon activating, all the weather around you was controlled for a duration of about 30 minutes before the device sputtered and then shut off. And then a blizzard, unlike any of the ones that you've seen so far, descended upon you, forcing you all to make frost checks. I don't believe anybody got frostbite from that one. However, Ferrando did get a level of exhaustion from it. You guys then fought O'Reil's servants, like Cold Light Walker, and 3 ice methods, and then some other ice methods. After the ensuing battle, you guys decided to take a rest in the cabin, and then set out for the Bell on the next day. About halfway to the Bell, you guys encountered these creatures at night. They appeared to be people, but their skin was frostbitten and they were missing fleshy parts of their ears, their noses. And their skin appeared to have been turned black from the frostbite. After the ensuing battle, in which Karn was struck down before the rest of the party was even able to awake themselves. As you guys were looting the bodies of the Berserkers, Adragast touched a ring which then teleported them halfway across the world, the map of Icewind Dale, into the spine of the world, and now they are attempting to move through the wilderness to get back to the body of Karn so they can resurrect him in Enchanter. Oh, and you guys got an owlbear companion thanks to Dury.
You mean Dury got an owlbear companion?
We have an owlbear companion.
By the way, I did not hear this music.
I hear it.
That's
all that matters.
I will try to refresh. Oh, I don't know why.
It was turned all the way to the chat, huh? So yeah, you guys rested, and it is now the morning. And you guys, I assume, are just continuing your travels.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Around noon on your day of travel, a blizzard descends on you, but it's not as bitterly cold as the other ones. Muck wouldn't have you guys make frost checks because you would all succeed on it.
I rolled navigation for whenever that's needed.
Yes, do that now, please.
But I did it.
For everybody, right?
Oh, the 16, got it.
Is it for everybody? Is it a group nav check?
No, it's him because he's the guide.
Got it.
Don't worry, I have got it.
Yeah, it's a pretty sick bonus to survival. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, so do I.
I'm gonna need to create a backup character, and I really don't want to.
What?
No. You will never need to create a backup character. Adragast will give his life to keep Ferrando alive.
If we had a side quest, it would be keep Ferrando alive.
So Adrian, looking around, never having been quite in this area, you're able to look around and find your bearings by using Kelvin's Cairn as a reference point, and you're able to stay on course.
Yeah.
But around noon, with the blizzard descending, did you guys want to stop, or do you guys want to try to continue?
I mean,
How many hours have we traveled?
It's been 4 so far.
We keep going.
We could just wait out the blizzard and then travel the rest later.
Yeah, that's true, because it's only 6 hours of travel in a day, but we can, if we wait out the blizzard, then maybe
Okay.
get the full length of time.
That's my thoughts, at least.
Well,
That's
you're the
Adrian's
guide.
Thoughts.
Yeah,
I already
Adrian's
gave you guys a
the guide.
3.5.
Ah,
Okay.
With the polar bear, how fast can we travel on the road?
polar bear.
Or owlbear, sorry.
I think 18.
Yeah, we're using the polar travel stats.
Uses what?
Oh, no, it's 4 times. 24 miles.
Oh, so we can travel 4 miles, 3 miles an hour.
No, 3 miles per hour is what you guys can travel with the dog.
I thought it was 4 with a dog.
Let me check.
Yeah,
It was 4 with the dog. It was 3. You're correct.
Oh.
With the owlbear.
Easy.
And out here in the wilderness, we can only travel 1 mile per hour, right?
Correct.
So yeah, we'll just set up a rough camp and then wait out the blizzard.
Alright. Setting up the camp. What is all of your passive perceptions?
13.
Hey, Jinx.
11.
Okay,
So for rando, off in the distance you see a moving herd of elk. It appears as though they're beginning to bed down due to the blizzard.
Adrian also sees it.
Yes,
Adrian would also see it. Anybody with one above 12 would see it.
Alright.
And
Adrian
from
from
Icewind,
you know that when it comes to herds of beasts, they're extremely important to the ecosystem currently, and just in general. So mass slaughtering of them, like killing an entire herd, is often frowned upon.
Well, yeah. But we have food, so we don't really need to worry about that. Does it look like there are... don't the nomad tribes often follow the herds of, like, elk and such?
Yes,
they do.
Do I see...
Make a perception check.
Got it.
Peering through the blizzard, you see some shadows that appear to be humanoids, but you can't really tell from this distance due to the snow.
Adrian sees some maybe humans.
Adrian, what do you...
What does Adrian what?
Uh-oh. Is your mic working? Did it break?
You
hear you like
cut
off like immediately.
Oh no. Adrian's so upset that Miranda can't talk.
I should be fine.
Now you are.
Yeah.
Am I not?
Now you are.
I was just gonna be like, oh no, like, what are you gandering at, Adrian? Let me take a look.
You
don't even see the bodies with that roll.
I'm like pointing out to. Can I like be pointing out to where I'm seeing things to quote unquote assist? Because that's what I had kind of intended to do while I was pointing and telling people.
Pointing to where it was, you sort of like squint and you can see off in the distance the shadows that Adrian is talking about. You can make them out to be a bit clearer, so you know for a fact that they're humans, but you can't make out any more details. They're too far away.
Do I know roughly how far away? Are they within 120 feet, for example?
No, they are not. The herd is probably about the herd is probably about 80 feet out, and they're probably about 100 feet behind the herd.
So about
180 feet.
Given our last encounter with the disheveled barbarians, I say that maybe one of us takes watch. I'll have my crossbow out.
Well,
Adrian thinks we should go talk to him.
What do you think?
Can
Adam?
you
Do you think you would go some hunting might be good for you, your stomach? I don't know. I don't know if Agatha's hungry yet, but
we have food, don't we?
we do. I'll have to stock up on rations at the next point of civilization we have, because I only had enough for one of me, not me and a big old snowy owlbear like her. So,
Well, we have a crate of rations.
Well, either way, I'm not going to assume them to be friendly, whoever they are, as most of the encounters anybody I've met outside the towns has not been the friendliest of people.
Adrian's met plenty of friendly people outside the towns. That is, if friendly means not killing you.
At this point, I believe that would be actually quite an apt definition, yes. Adrian, I don't know if I want to risk contact, but if you feel it's a good idea, by all
Adrian
means.
thinks we'll end up in a fight if we don't, and if they are bad. So we might as well either get it over with or meet them and try to talk.
How long will this blizzard last, do you say? You're the expert of this area?
I'll look up at the sky and say, 4 hours. Is there any way for me to actually, like, know?
No.
Should I make,
how
like-
long do you
okay.
need that one? Or,
No, how long the
No.
blizzard will last?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
it's completely random. It's random.
Then yeah, 4 hours.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe I set up my dome and I can make the dome blend in with the snow, and we can hide from these people.
As you guys are
talking, you do see one of them approaching because you guys are carrying light sources.
Oh, great. Well,
I'll go out to meet.
that
How far out are they?
It appears to just be one person, and they seem to be approaching without weapons.
I'm
probably
going to-
about
80
80
feet out at this point.
there goes that.
I'm gonna,
plan.
I'm gonna sheath my rapier and put away my crossbow, but keep out my shield, and I'm gonna walk with Adrian to approach this individual.
I will walk about 10 feet behind Fernando. Yeah,
I'm going
and I never have any
Mount up
weapons
on
out because my
Agatha.
hands are my weapons. Ha!
and just sort of see if we can follow at a distance. Just being very clear that there is a snowy owlbear as a possible form of retribution should there be any tricky business.
As he gets about within 30 feet of you, he shouts, "Hail 10-pounders!"
I cast that
Hey.
when he's within 30 feet of me.
Okay,
Are you just trying to read the surface thoughts, or are you trying to delve
Yes.
deeper?
Okay.
Okay.
The
surface thoughts
is
he seems as though he's here to
sort of
clear up misunderstandings in case you guys plan on hunting the elk, and it appears as though he also has intentions to help you guys back to the 10 towns, because 10 towners don't usually like veer this far off course.
Okay.
Adrian, what's your perception on the issue?
Adrian knows he's here to help.
Oh,
You should talk to him. I'm bad with people.
well, I do have a knack for diplomacy. Fine. I shall talk to the local.
Is it
Is
safe
it
to approach?
Aye, indeed it is.
He approaches. He appears to be a very large man, very well built. just by looking at the clothes, like the cold weather clothing that he's wearing, you can see his muscles like almost carrying through the fabric.
My name is
Gunvald Holbergson. I'm representing the Elk tribe. We wanted to ensure that you weren't planning on killing the herd.
No, we actually have plenty of rations. We're well stocked, and we decided to leave it best be.
Usually Tantalers don't come out this far. Why have you come out this far?
Well, sir, I'm just going to give him the version. And was Karn of the Elk tribe?
No.
Yes.
No, I thought
Okay.
Karn was of the bear tribe.
No, the bear tribe were the
Bear
people
tribe
who
were-
attacked us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll relay all that regarding Karn and the Elk tribe and the getting here and how we're the wayfaring strangers, etc.
Karn was traveling with you. You said that he fell?
Yes, we're hoping to retrieve his body and have him resurrected by some cleric in Tamerlane.
Bridgender.
The gods
British
smile upon him. We can help escort you. We're very aware of these areas.
That would be brilliant. Thank you.
We take care of our own, and Karn, he's a welcome member of our tribe. He's very important to us.
Yes, well, our fear is that we won't be able to find the body in time. We want to get there as quickly as possible and retrieve it.
Perhaps our shaman can help with that. Do you know whereabouts the body was?
I'm going to show the map with the mark on it.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure it's in this location within 1 square mile at the worst.
A shaman can only transport 9 of you. It appears as though you have more than that in your party.
We have 10 precisely, with including all of our. Actually, no, we have 11. No, we have 11 including all of our animals.
Let me get the party. Perhaps would it be possible if you to take 2 of the dogs, and then perhaps we can meet elsewhere?
I'm not
Is that
sure that I
possible?
could prevent the dogs from dying, but I can take them and do my best.
And we can give you food for the animals.
That's not quite the issue that we have. Typically when we're traveling, if we come upon something like a troll, we'll use the animals to escape first.
Oh. Oh my. Let me have a discussion with my parties. And then I'm going to walk back to camp and relay the information. The shamans can teleport us onto Karn's body, cutting our travel time considerably, but we would need to forego 2 members of our party. And worse still, if we give them the dogs, they will use the dogs first to escape from prey that they cannot manage, like a troll or some such beast.
Helga sort of like looks at you all and she speaks up. I'm actually quite done traveling at least for the foreseeable future. I can say if they can take me to East Haven and then I can find my way from there.
Well, there's one.
Adrian can meet everybody at Brinchander?
Are you sure about that, Adrian? You are our the survival
the
expert
guy.
out here.
I can also help with
Adrian-
your dogs. If that's in the cards.
I suppose if they can make their way directly to East Haven, it would lower the chances.
Yeah.
Philanthropist would be willing, I imagine. Sweet little bugger.
If you and one dog escorted to East Haven, and if we could meet you back in Brinshiner, since we're heading there anyway, and we would retrieve our dogs there, if you would be so kind.
I should be able to keep them.
All right. Very well. That shall be the decision. I'm going to go back to the guy and relay the information.
Alright, we should be able to escort her to East Haven without issue. We try not to infiltrate the towns into provoking them into attacking us, so we can take her within half a mile of East Haven, and from there she'll have to go on her own.
Helga, does that sound agreeable?
Wait, I'm confused. You
said that you were approaching. Like, how far away from him are you?
I would imagine that like Helga came with because she is coming with, right? She's
she was going to like stay with them,
yeah.
Yeah, so I imagine she walked up with me. That was, but if she didn't, then we can work on that.
That's fine. I just assumed that you guys were like going with one person to one person.
Back and forth.
Yes, well, this is Helga. Lovely human, as she is. Very tight-lipped, this individual. And this is Philanthropus. Full name being, let's see, Philanthropus the Nameless the Third, the dog I named. Yes. Please take care, Philanthropus.
What's that? What was that?
Drury pipes up and asks Helga if she has any way of protecting herself.
I don't. That's why I hired you.
Can you handle yourself with a spear? Maybe with a sword or a...
Dury, and I'm gonna point to the guy who's like rippling with muscles. I think they've got it.
Well, they're only bringing her within a mile or so at least. Half a mile. Anything could happen.
I'm sure a half mile is something Helga can manage.
I can manage half a mile.
Okay.
Alright. How should we prepare for the journey from your shamans?
Well, I will only be bringing three of them. One of them is capable of casting a spell on their own. However, three of them should be able to manage. It's not 100% accurate, but we can try to get you as close as we can.
Alright. Before we do the teleport stuff, though, I do want to like kind of crouch down next to Philanthropus, right?
Philanthropus the Nameless the Third, the dog I named.
Yeah. He's friendly, right?
Yeah. All the sled dogs are friendly.
Okay. So I'm just gonna give him pets on the head and like since I can telepathically speak to him and he can understand me, I'm just gonna tell him to, when it's just him and whatever her name is, Helga, right?
Helga, yeah.
So once him and Helga are on their own, to keep a sharp nose and ear out for any danger, and try to do your best to keep her safe.
He barks.
He barks.
Good
And
wise.
wise.
And then I'll look back to Fernando and say, "We're ready."
We appreciate your assistance on the manor. Khan is invaluable to us.
He is valuable to us.
I'll extend my hand for a handshake.
He reaches out and grabs your hand. His grip is extremely tight.
Yes, that's a mighty handshake you have. Absolutely can see where Khan gets it.
You feel your bones shift from his grip.
Just gonna like put my hand in my hand, just like kind of like reshape my knuckles a little bit.
Does Karn often come back to the Elk tribe?
He's the person that we use to open communications. We're hoping to eventually be able to settle near the 10 towns. A lot of our members have already integrated themselves into the towns, actually.
Oh.
So he's sort of our negotiator, so to speak. He has a good relationship with those that are in Kerkonen, Deneville. He also often serves as a guide for travelers and adventurers.
Did we know he was a guide? I whispered to Ferrando.
No, I don't believe so.
Huh. Adrian will think on that. Thank you.
Alright, well. Blizzard seems to be holding, unfortunately.
Adrian said 4 hours.
Yes, well.
Adrian seems to know a lot.
Adrian does know a lot.
I just look to everyone that's here and say, well, I mean, their shamans can teleport us now, can they not?
They could. However, I highly recommend we wait until the blizzard ends. That way, so the ritual isn't disrupted.
Very well.
May we come join in your tribe's area?
Of course, you're more than welcome to. We don't have any fires left at the moment, but we'll be lighting some shortly.
I also have something for the majority of us to rest in. Only, again, 9 seems to be a weird number for spellcasting.
Perhaps it's 3 a shaman?
Well, my spell can hold 9 and I'm the only one that casts it, so...
Adrigas, let's be appreciative to our guests, because as much as you can cast a spell that holds 9 of us in a shelter, you cannot cast a spell that transports 9 of us across the dale.
Oh, no, I was merely pointing out the coincidence of 9 coming up many times in Magic. It's interesting.
Does Adrian know any connection between the number 9 and magic?
Yeah, I also kind of wanted to think about that, because I just noticed that, IRL.
Notice what?
That number 9 comes up a lot in Magic. Only 9 people can be in the shelter, only 9 people can be teleported,
Only 9 spells.
Ooh, that too.
So,
can I make an Arcana check to
Can I assist him?
Yeah, can I make an Arcana check with Adrian assisting me to interpret the relevance between, or any connection between the number 9 and Magic?
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy.
26.
So you would have read in ancient tomes about the Netherese and what happened with Mistra and her destroying pretty much everything. Due to that, she put very strict limitations on magic, and 9 just happens to be the numbers that she chose.
Got it.
And 9 is Mistra's favorite number.
I guess so.
You didn't know that? That's like 101 at the House of Mystery. I mean, 9. I mean,
well,
the 9-pointed star.
It's something.
Is 9 your favorite number?
It's something that I remember reading about, but that's something that doesn't come up quite often.
Oh. Well, that was the old master too. She gave much of her.
I'm pretty sure the fucking cans are on top of them.
Make this part of the weave heal itself after Varsus's folly.
She gave up her favorite number?
There is
no, The weave, if I recall correctly, this is, I mean, I've told you all, I'm not the biggest history buff. I was much more of the beat things with a stick than study it kind of person at the House of Mysteries. But they they told us the story of Karsus and the fall of Netheril, and
We're saying this
Mistra
as we're
now is
packing
different
up
than-
camp, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Mistra now is different than Mistra then. Mistra then was a different deity altogether. She entrusted her will to another, who over time has since taken over her realm. She would have been known as Miss Midnight, or well, she was a very powerful wizard, if I recall correctly. Before, I again, history is not my forte.
Well, if I mean, you seem to know a lot more about the Netherese than I do. If memory serves me correctly, before Mistra restricted magic, the Netherese were they had powerful spells up to 12th level, I suppose?
Possibly.
From what I remember?
I don't know.
It's not well known as to like what level of magic they could cast. You would essentially know that they were an ancient damp civilization whose artifacts are found throughout Faerun.
But they were casting like high level magic that no one's ever seen before.
Yes, you would know that there are spells, but the spells are like unknown to history.
I
So
mean,
retcon
and
that.
I take out the Summer Star and I say something like this. I mean, we think of it as such a powerful artifact, but if stories, or if the few stories I recall, this might have been a bauble to them, a trinket, something that did a small trick of nature, you know, maneuvering the weave for their benefit. I mean, it's what my order seeks to recover these artifacts or artifacts of their nature and make sure they don't fall into the wrong hands, specifically those from outside of our realm space, so to speak.
Fascinating.
Again, I'm very much above my pay grade. I just get sent out to get shit and bring it back. I don't have a mind for the specifics or the analysis of it all.
What were you coming to get again?
A sword. It was pledged to Asmodeus, and I think it was called Frozen Heart, if I recall correctly. Again, I've lost so much track. So much has happened since I made my way up here. Actually, speaking of which, Adragast, that crystal you're holding, and I point to the Psi crystal. It has escaped my mind, and I felt as if since we now know of our little lordling's true nature, I should let you know that that crystal is key in my appearance here. I have an unfortunate history with, what do we call them? Mind flayers. And in trying to approach Icewind Dale, I was again picked up by some mind flayers, but a few weeks back, 10 days, and that's the kind of crystal that would have controlled an Autoloid, one of their flying ships, or would have at least played an important role. I'm not sure if it maybe became dislodged from the one that I was imprisoned on, but there is an Autoloid not too far amidst the frozen wilderness here, if we care to check.
Where was this crystal found?
I wasn't around when it was found, I don't recall.
Well, Adrian knows where it was found. Blah 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 blah, fought through the mine, blah 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 blah, crossed a ravine, blah 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 blah. Very dangerous place, blah 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 blah, on an elithid skull.
Yes.
Oh.
It's not a question of whether or not we want to help you, Dury. I, for one, would relish the chance to get a sword pledged to Asmodeus and seek its destruction. But
there are more important things as of right now. I completely understand.
Let's get to Khan.
You are on a time crunch. We're on a time crunch to get to Khan. It's more, I'm letting you all be aware that if I was able to get out, then possibly those slimy fuckers were also able to get out. I just want to be sure that we know what we're dealing with in this vast wilderness here.
Make it check more victory.
Ooh.
Okay, never mind.
Oh no.
Dury, I'm glad you're trusting enough of us to share your secrets. But we really should be going now.
Of course. I was just filling the dead air. I'm finding myself a bit nervous nowadays.
Those are stops after about 3 hours, by the way.
Okay.
I'll just look to
Adrian was wrong.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I look over to Adrian, just give a small smirk. You were close.
Adrian was close.
Very close.
Adrian doesn't have magic to tell things. Adrian just uses keen senses.
Well, I don't have access to that magic to tell that kind of sort of thing, but in the future, maybe.
Adrian knows it's not really a type of magic that you'd be able to get anyway. You don't seem like that kind of a person.
What do you mean by that?
Regardless,
done talking.
Yes, regardless, let's be on our way. For if we can actually get this done, I think we can skip Archduke's Bell if Helka is no longer in need of our services, and also we have less of a need for whale blubber.
It's not that I don't need your services anymore. It's just that I've learned that your errands are dangerous. I'll leave it at that.
Fair enough. Then we shall finish on Archduke's Bell. We must make haste.
Helka, how about this? Once things start to simmer down up here, we'll make our way back to Bryn Shander, and we'll be more than happy to escort you for your whale blubber expedition. I'm glad to help. We're glad to help.
That's quite alright. I think I'll just hire somebody from Kirdenville.
Works for us as well.
Yes, we must deal with this situation that you have, Dury, and we must also, well, be on our way to solve this whole shuttle and dragon nonsense.
That...
Excuse me, what?
Very much.
Oh, that's right. You're all new to this. So the Durgers are here in Icewind Dale, and they have been collecting Shadowland to resurrect a dragon. And we're on a bit of a time crunch in order to deal with this whole scenario. I should have probably mentioned that, shouldn't I?
Yes, that's something like that. Prudent should have been mentioned earlier.
Yes, well, with all the.
Pardon.
Go on, Danny. Go on. Sorry.
So once we've collected, once we've collected Karn, and brought them back to Bryn Shander to resurrect, what's our next step? Do we think that far ahead right now, or is it just a matter of getting Karn and settling this?
Well, we must get to Karn, then we must have our way over to Bryn Shander. But if we must fulfill our duties to Helika, then we would also need to go through Archduke's Bell. However, the time frame in which
we're interested in hiring someone else. So
doesn't seem
we've been relieved of that.
Again, no offense against you guys. It's just you guys have very dangerous errands.
Adrian, sorry we couldn't help.
That's quite alright.
By the way, in light of this new information, how many Durgers are we talking about here?
Like this burger?
Not here. but over there, there's Durgar. And I point to the spine of the world. Like, I fan my hands out across the spine of the world.
I will let the speaker know.
Adrian let Care Koenig speaker know, but
Trovis doesn't have a lot of pull with the speakers.
yeah.
Again, looking to anyone in the party who might know, ask how many would, how big of a threat we're dealing with.
Lots.
Well, I mean, it is a dragon made of Shadowland, so yeah.
A fortress.
Yes. Oh, yes, there's a fortress as well. I should probably add that.
Does the word Shardland mean anything to me from my studies or from my work? Would that be an Arcana check?
I mean, I think we discussed earlier that I had Shardland weapons on me.
Oh shit, that's right, you did grab those.
Did I roll 3d6?
Yeah, he rolled 3d6 and was fine.
I think it's every 24 hours, so give me a second, I'll tell you.
I'm glad it hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Why are you saying that? That seems so out of place.
I'm assuming Carl probably know about that stuff, wouldn't he?
I mean,
Carl knew something about it before, yeah.
I mean, you would have the closest connection to that type of thing.
Yeah.
It'd be you, then Adrian, and Ferrando.
But, just death things.
Yeah. Adrian plans on giving them as a gift to you once you resurrect.
We shall see.
Did you say before you die? What?
No, I said right.
Oh.
As you guys have been talking, you guys have seen three figures that are in very, very heavy winter clothing, with packs on their back. It appears that they've been spreading a green powder throughout the snow in a circle.
Well, I believe that's our cue.
Is there still the guy, like the spokesman or whatever, who was talking to us before from the elk tribe here?
Yeah, he's still there.
I want to look to him and say, seeing how big of a threat we're dealing with, you and your tribe wouldn't mind assisting with the extermination of these Durgar, would you?
We try not to involve ourselves in the issues of the 10 towns. At least not our entire tribes.
Oh, Adrian knows it's not an issue of the 10 towns, it's an issue of all of Icewind Dale.
Yes. This might be a much larger issue that will be knocking on your doorstep very quickly if you do not act in some way. I mean, we're not asking you to unjustifiably defend yourself. We're asking if you might join forces for the sake of the greater good.
If I can interject on behalf of my own party, I believe Khan's availability will be the Elk tribe's involvement.
Adrian just thinks that they should know that there's going to be something.
Yes.
Yes, that is fair, but I believe asking them to forgo feeding their children and their elders is a bit much of an ask. That is what the Wayfaring Strangers is for.
All I did was ask them if they could help. I wasn't necessarily expecting a yes or no. I was merely asking if it was a possibility.
Well, I talk to Yarn and see what he thinks.
If in the end, when
I can talk to him. My bad. His name is Yarn.
If in the end you are able to help, we would be grateful.
But we appreciate if you have other matters to attend to. In the interim, we are greatly, greatly appreciative in your assistance in retrieving Khan's body.
The thing that the Elk Tribe wants to do right now is end the rhyme with the Frost Maiden.
Aye. and so the wayfaring strangers have made that a priority as well. Unfortunately, the Shadowland Dragon seems to be a little bit pressing of an issue, but yes. Regardless,
well, if it comes time for you to face the Crossmaiden, I'm sure that the king would be more than willing to at least spare me to come help.
Much appreciated. And then I look over and point to the shaman, or well, point to what I think is the shaman's. I take it that's our ride.
They are, yeah. They're finishing the last bits now. I will just need you to give a detailed description of the area to them.
Brilliant. Should be easy enough given my new powers. And I start walking over to the shamans.
Can I just envision the area that we were in on the Parchment of Memories?
Yeah, I was gonna
the exact thing.
I was gonna telepathically show the image of the area we were in to all 3 shamans.
Ooh, that's cool. That's even better.
Yeah, because telepathy. I can share images, words, sounds, and other sensory messages.
I like it.
That is super neat.
So yeah,
Okay.
I do that to all the. We go over to the shamans. We tell them where we need to go, and then I share them with I share the image of where we disappeared from to all 3 shamans. And I say, there, you should all be able to see quite clearly where we were.
That should be enough. If you all want to join hands with us, we can be on our way.
What about
Agatha, join hands with
the rest of our doggos and the owlbear?
Well, you can just hold on to one of them. They're all linked together, are they not?
And I'm sitting on top of Agatha, so.
Got it.
Or I'm braced on top of her, so.
Cool.
Okay, and then I need somebody to roll with you 100. One of you.
I think Karn should.
Oh yeah,
I
go
like
for
that.
it. Go
I
for
like
it.
that.
Yeah, I like
All
that.
right. Are we ready?
Yes. Ooh.
Could be good or bad.
No, that's bad. That's bad. Low numbers are always bad.
The numbers aren't always bad.
Typically, they're bad. Not
I
always.
disagree.
I would say more than half the time, at least like 60% of the time, low numbers are bad.
Not in golf. Oh no.
What's that?
Roll another D1 for me.
That's better.
Maybe.
Alright, so as you guys are being teleported, you guys being all very, very unfamiliar with the way that the teleportation works, I am going to roll this real quick.
We're all separated.
I was about to say, like, some of us get teleported somewhere and the other, like, we get split up and some people are teleported other places.
Alright, so you're taking 3d10 force damage, as the teleportation is quite going as expected.
Are you rolling the 3d10 or are we throwing our own 3d10s?
Nope, I already rolled it. You guys are taking 17.
Yikes.
Albert is also taking 17.
And the dogs? Do the dogs have 17 HP?
That's what I'm looking at.
Oh no, if all of our dogs die!
I may have just killed all the dogs.
My arcane ward and the temporary hit points absorb. Actually, no, my arcane ward absorbs 14, and then the rest is absorbed by my temporary hit points.
Okay. New rule.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. New rule. Drunk never does important rules.
I will
Like
just
ever.
smashing things.
No,
Like I don't know why we didn't think of it. 2 character deaths. 2 character deaths. Like important roles are not for Karn, not for Drunk.
It's totally for him.
So yeah, and like a flash of light, you guys appear at the location of Karn's body. The second roll was actually the bare minimum needed to appear at the location.
What was the first roll?
Nice.
The first roll was a mishap, meaning that something went wrong on the spell, causing you all to take damage.
Oh, and so then you had to reroll for the. Got it. Okay.
Yep. Because multiple mishaps can occur, so it's a good thing that you can roll another mishap.
Oh no.
And
Adragast felt nothing because he has it was all his 14 points absorbed by his magic ward, and then the rest was 10 3 hit points.
Plus, the rest of you guys had your 10 hit points anyway.
Yeah, well, 10 hit points, and they all took 7 psychic damage past that. But
so you guys hear and you guys see the shaman sort of kneeling on the ground, coughing. A few of them are coughing up blood.
Yeah, and you guys also heard. Well, took a little bit.
I'm gonna pump 5 lay on hands into each of them.
Can I take? Is there enough blood on the snow to use the blood funnel, or does it have to be from the body?
It has to be from the body of a hostile creature. It says that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do. Would be a perception or investigation to see if we can see Karn's body.
Yeah, we would find Karn's body.
It'll be an investigation check.
All right.
Adrian will assist.
It'll be a group check.
Okay. So everyone roll investigation.
Because everybody, I know for a fact all of you are looking.
3.
Damn it, Dury.
Adrian.
We're too focused on healing our shamans.
You guys begin searching for the body, going through the snow and going through everything. About 6 hours pass of you guys finding nothing.
6 hours.
And then it appears Adragast touches a finger. Upon clawing, he finds a hand. Digging deeper, he pulls out Karn's body.
Well, it's been freeze-dried at least.
Yeah, does it look like
the limbs are stiff. It appears that his skin has been peeling off because of the frost bites. Feeling his hand, similar to if you have like a frozen piece of chicken or steak or something like that, where the crystals have expanded in the blood and just made it very crunchy when you press on it.
But other than that, his body seems to be like well preserved.
It appears to be intact, yes.
Okay.
All right.
His equipment.
His equipment is on him.
Later.
We'll just load him and all of his stuff onto the sled.
Yep.
Are the shamans coming with?
Shamans are probably teleporting back to wherever they're
Nope, they can't teleport back. They don't have the supplies. They only have enough supplies. Well, yes, they will be coming with you.
Okay, thought so.
Okay.
But we have enough pulling capacity due to our owlbear, so.
Yep.
I'm also
It's
going
a
to go
tight
through.
fit to get everybody on the sled, like an extremely tight fit to get everybody on the sled, but you guys are able to manage.
How many hit points do the dogs have?
They have one remaining.
Okay. How many dogs do we have?
We currently have 4. We had 5 before.
You guys had 5, but now you're not at 4.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna dump all of my first level spell slots and cast Cure Wounds on each of the dogs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your healing. I'm gonna make you roll once, so they each restore 10.
10? That's 9.
Oh, they're all at 10. My bad.
It's pretty good though.
Well,
Alright, and are you guys now heading back to Brendander?
Yeah.
Okay, what path are you taking?
The fastest one.
Yeah, probably like heading straight to Lonelywood is faster, I think, because then we get hit road faster. Yeah. And then from there, we can just travel along the road all the way to Brinchender.
So you guys
would be resting in the...
Yeah, we'd be resting near the woods or in the woods. Yeah.
We have, what, 2 hours of travel left in our day?
Yes,
you have 2 hours left.
So, and we can only travel 1 mile an hour, right?
Yep,
so you guys actually wouldn't be able to make it to the woods.
We make it to here for the rest of this day. And then with 8 hours, or with 6 hours of travel the next day, we can make it to there. We'd almost be able to make it to Lonelywood. With an extra hour of travel. So if we push, what's your Albert's name?
Agatha.
Yeah, if we push Agatha for an extra hour tomorrow or today, we would be able to make it to Lonelywood by tomorrow.
Which would be very important.
Probably better to push her today.
You think?
2 hours.
I don't know. I feel like we just like got a huge advantage here. Like, are we really going to keep risking the biscuit here?
Well, it's all it is. It's a Constitution save for all the animals. That's all it is.
You guys are lucky that I rolled the elk tribe like the tiger tribe or something.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
But no, it's just and actually it's only a Constitution save, a Constitution check for specifically Agatha because the dogs are fine. They're not Agatha.
Okay.
Yeah, Agatha. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
the dogs have control. They're
traveling as one unit. The reason that your speed is decreased is because all of them are traveling together.
But the dogs can travel for longer than the owlbear, though. So I thought that
they all make their checks together.
Because they
I would. I think we should just like count our blessings and not risk it anymore. like we just saved what 5 days at least.
Well, then I guess we could push an extra hour into Lonelywood tomorrow then. Because I don't see no reason not to for that.
For that, yeah, because then we have Tourmaline to rest at.
Well,
like,
Lonelywood
easy peasy.
Yeah.
Right, but there'll be a road there. Easy peasy.
Alright. So yeah,
she's a hardy girl, so we can do that.
So yeah, we'll travel 2 more miles to here. For this day.
Okay. Go and leave your token. You guys have control of it.
Okay.
And then someone can remove the red dot now. There you go.
Sweet. And then regarding, you said you were going to use the familiar on top of the thingy.
Yep, I am going to cast. I'll ritual cast Leomin's tiny hut. But before I do so, we decide who's going to stay inside the hut because they have to be in the radius when I cast the spell. Only 9 creatures can be in the hut.
You guys only have 9 people with you, don't you?
No, not.
We have the shamans.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be outside.
There's 3 people that have to stay outside because of the shamans.
I'm going to put my hand on the 2 of the shamans and look the 3rd one in the eye. I believe you deserve a good bit of a rest. Dewey and Adrian, would you like to join me in the outside? Take watch while our shaman friends get a little needed recovery?
Sort of like wipe the blood from our mouths. We appreciate a bit of rest.
So I'm gonna just look at Agatha. Not that I wouldn't mind your company, Agatha, but you are a little
she's
big for
staying
the
with
dome.
me. It's been my been a nice down comforter in this
Very well.
wasteland.
Then it should be Derry, Agatha, and myself. We will watch outside. If you could do what you do best, Dragas. We'll see you in the morning.
With everyone.
Are you sure you don't want Adrian to stay outside? Adrian doesn't need to wear armor, so Adrian can just be ready.
I sleep in my armor, Adrian.
What type of armor are you wearing?
Yeah, I was on that.
I'm not wearing heavy. I'm wearing medium.
So, if you're not wearing light armor, you
don't.
Looking at the player's expectations of general knowledge.
It's like, well, that's raw though. Like sleeping in armor, you don't gain the full benefits of a rest.
Oh, I was under the impression because like I haven't donned my armor. I have never said that.
It's
so
part of waking up.
I was gonna bring that up after last session because that's kind of relevant. So if you're sleeping in non-light armor, then you have to take your armor off to sleep.
You can sleep.
I think in medium you can still gain the benefits of a long rest. You just don't lose points of exhaustion. Is that how it works?
So it's right there. Sleeping in light armor has no adverse effect on the wearer, but sleeping in medium or heavy armor makes it difficult to fully recover. When you finish a long rest and you slept in medium or heavy armor, you regain only a quarter of your spent hit dice instead of half. And then if you have any level of exhaustion, it does not reduce the level of exhaustion.
You guys have level of exhaustion when it get reduced. I mean right now anyway, because you guys are in the wilderness. Well, actually,
unless they're in the dome.
All right. Well, regardless, I don't have a point of exhaustion. I can sleep in my armor.
Well, but then also you don't regain your hit dice. Yeah, like isn't that how you rolled it? If you don't have a shelter, you already regain 1/4 because we're out in the wilderness, which means he would gain any hit dice back if he's sleeping in armor in the wilderness.
Well, it's minimum of 1, so he would recover.
So he would recover one hit dice.
Okay. All right. Well, then
that's going to be important going forward.
Yeah. I don't know if you're missing any hit dice right now, but you could sleep in medium armor in the wilderness, but you would not. You'd only recover 1 hit dice, and you don't lose any level of exhaustion.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take off the studded leather armor then, because that only drops my
medium. Or not medium, light, isn't it?
Light.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
light.
Studded leather is light.
Okay, then I'm fine.
So scale mail medium.
It would only. It would.
Yeah.
Chain shirt is like the next thing up. That would be like good. That transfers to medium.
Yeah, I have 8 strength and 18 dexterity, so I use light armor.
I was just about to say about something like that. Like medium armor restricts your dex bonus for AC to maximum of 2, so it would be more beneficial for you to wear light armor anyway. But yeah, studded leather is the best light armor you can wear.
Okay.
So, Duri, do you use light armor?
No, I have chainmail, so I would need to doff my armor to sleep and get.
So you can sleep in the dome, and I'll stay outside with the owlbear.
Agatha,
because I don't use armor.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to communicate to Agatha or.
Can you ask Agatha if I can cuddle up next to her?
Agatha, would that be okay? She guesses.
As long as there's no nibbling.
She can't promise that.
Oh my. Well, Adrian does have thick skin. It should be okay a little bit.
You guys just wake up and you see Adrian being eaten.
Alright, so I will go ahead. I'll cast the dome above all of us that are here except for Adrian, Ferrando, and Agatha.
By the way, metagame, I just really don't want the Chardolin flails to like do something and then me kill everybody while you're asleep in the dome. That would be really sad.
Then why is Ferrando out there if we want to keep Ferrando alive?
I don't care about keeping Ferrando
alive. I wonder if
Ferrando, stay inside. Stay inside, Ferrando. I'm going to be doing this for you.
Well, no, because I'm still a tank here.
Yeah.
Like I should be the one to intercept.
Yeah, Ferrando's fine outside. I'll have to wait for Maya to get back because she's in the bathroom. But I believe we can have Karn's body in. Actually, it'd be best to leave Karn's body out anyway to keep it in one piece.
Preserved, yeah.
I was gonna say, but it's technically not a living creature, so we could have it inside the dome.
It says something about large creatures in the dome, right?
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure there's something in the spell description about it.
Creatures or objects with no...
The spell fails if its area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures.
Yeah, so which means, yeah, the owlbear actually cannot stay in the dome. It is a large creature.
We do that. That's all good.
But yeah. So yeah, I'll cast the dome. I'll make it the same color as the snow around us, therefore blending in. And then I guess to roleplay any further, we wait for that.
Okay, Maya doesn't need to know.
In the bathroom, I'm gonna just feed the dog.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
good
feed the
idea.
dog first.
All I have to say though, Karn, it's you're fucking lucky that you're a fucking
Elk tribe.
No. Not only that, but no, I would say mainly you're lucky that you're an acolyte. Or whatever it is.
You're lucky that we like you.
No. The particular barbarian thing that you are.
Oh, zealot.
Zealot. Yes.
Yeah.
You're lucky that you're a zealot because we wouldn't be able to get the stuff for the resurrection spell.
Yeah.
Try as we might, we don't have it. We do not have the funds to get 1,000 gold diamond.
Yeah. And the only place I feel like we'd be able to find one would be the gem mine if we get extremely lucky.
Right? Yeah, just because you can use. It doesn't have to be a single diamond worth 1,000 gold. You can use multiple diamonds that total up to 1,000.
As long as it total, yeah.
But yeah, we would essentially have to go mining in the tourmaline mine to get and to just find enough diamonds to total 1,000 gold.
Tourmaline mine doesn't have diamonds.
Oh, well, I just informed me the tourmaline mine does not have diamonds.
Ah, well, to the spine of the world then. No, I do have a backup character in case.
Me too.
But yeah, if it weren't for the zealot feature, we would have like no chance in hell at reviving them.
Yeah, you might as well just give my body back to the Elk tribe.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So what you missed is I cast the dome over everybody except for Adrian, the owlbear, because the owlbear literally cannot stay in the dome.
Yeah, because you guys are smaller.
And then Ferrando. So Ferrando, Agatha, and Adrian are staying outside the dome.
Okay.
Quick question. So these shamans, right?
And then
Yeah.
Can they cast like reincarnate? I'll ask them in game if I need to, but do they have some sort of resurrection spell so we could just resurrect him and then just be on our way with him? Because it doesn't cost like any gold components, so they don't need material to do it. If they have the spell, then they can just do it right now.
They can, yes.
If you
If you
guys
would rather reincarnate him, they are capable of doing that.
I think that would be hilarious.
That would change his race.
no.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a chance. There's a chance that it'll change his race.
Can they speak with dead?
No,
it would 100% change his race.
Oh, because Goliath isn't on
Goliath
there.
is not on the table.
So can they, do we have a way to speak with the dead to ask Karn if that's okay?
To reincarnate me?
Yes, instead of waiting to fully.
just in Brinchander.
But I don't know if I want to be reincarnated though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, do we have a way to speak with dead? to
Like
ask
what?
you?
That doesn't make sense.
I think it would just be fun.
Plus, wouldn't
Doesn't make
that,
sense. We just go to
wouldn't that
Brinchander and then
completely-
it's all done.
Wouldn't that essentially put my soul somewhere else in the world though?
What?
No.
No,
No.
the only like your soul would
like a new body would form, and your soul would go into that body.
Reincarnate, you don't even need a body, you just need the soul.
It
It creates a new body for you.
Hence the race change.
I just think it would be cool.
The whole thing is right here,
Yeah,
right?
But
Everything
we
you
don't
have is
have
Brinchander.
to.
So let's
Fine. Fine.
Denny likes chaos. So.
Oh, I know.
We'll just use our favor with the
If
people
we're
in
in a different
Brynchander.
setting, I would probably go with it, but
Alright.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Goliaths are OP.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and cast the dome over who I said, and I'm going to have Alvin flying above, about 60 feet above the dome, circling the dome, keeping an eye out for anything, and I'm going to tell him to wake me up if he sees any danger. If he sees any danger, come within like a mile of the dome.
Okay.
Right,
so is Alvin the only one doing the watch, or is other people doing watches too?
I planned on doing a watch.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm going to wake up the other person on the outside of the dome for their watch. And then that'll probably be all the watches.
Oh, you do yours and then I do mine.
Luckily we have Alvin.
The owl will be during the entire thing, so
Right.
roll the perception check for the owl.
Which the owl has advantage, so...
Guess maybe I can assist.
Does the owl have dark vision?
Yeah, dark vision of 120 feet.
Okay.
Dark vision 120 feet, and he has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or sight. And he has a +3. So 17 for Alvin.
Alright,
And Adrian, you said that you were doing your watch and then waking up Rando, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
So do yours.
Alright,
so nothing happens during your watch, Adrian?
And then
for Rando, you don't see anything, however, you're woken up by your owl, Steven.
Or
Adjagast.
Yeah. I just ask him because we can telepathically communicate because familiar. What do you see, Alvin?
He shows you an image of the wait, is that only
he can talk to me. Like
but can't he show you images?
My familiar. I think he can just telepathically talk with me. I think it was specific.
I know Pseudo Dragon can show images.
Yeah, you communicate telepathically. As long as they're within 100 feet of me, which is just 60 feet above me. So he can, yeah.
What is his intelligence?
His intelligence is a 2.
Creature north.
Okay. I wake everybody up in the dome and say, everybody, up! There's something coming from the north.
Right. That would have been 120 anyway at that point. So that would be...
Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn.
Yep. I'm sure he knows that. He just wanted to ask it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to use an action.
Uh-huh.
But when I'm with me being woken up now, if I look to the north, can I see a creature?
What's your vision?
I believe I have dark vision out to 60 feet. Actually, no, I have dark vision further than... I can see farther than that. Actually, no. The dome's opaque. It blocks my vision. Well, it doesn't block my vision. The dome's opaque. The dome blocks the light. It doesn't block my vision. But it blocks the light coming from the inside of it.
Yeah.
So I can only see out to 60 feet until the dome is gone.
So no, you do not see anything.
Okay. So then I would use an action to see through Alvin's eyes, to see what he sees.
Drag an owl onto the thing.
Am I gonna hear all the rustling in the dome? Probably not, right?
Oh no, I yelled. You can hear me through the dome.
Oh.
I yelled to everyone. I said, everyone up. There's something coming from the north.
All right.
So yeah, I yelled out loud enough for everyone to hear, to wake them all up.
I'm gonna position myself next to Adrian and the owlbear.
Give me 1 second. I need to give Steven control of this.
Sure.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Before anybody repositions or does anything, give me just a sec.
Sure. Yeah. Once I heard that, I exited the dome to be with
Give me just a minute.
Of course, I'm sorry. Of course, my apologies.
Will I be able to see by chance?
I can give you control of the owl as well, so you can see through it.
Okay.
All right.
Do you? Wait. That's the spelling of my owl, by the way. So you can name the token.
Uh-huh. Of course it is.
Yeah, it's Owlvin.
Of course it is.
You can just edit it when you have control of it.
Oh, okay. I'm a witty wizard. Why wouldn't I have an owl named Owlvin?
I don't know.
Oh wait, that's what it is. Yeah. I can only see 60 feet, but it's just that fact that 30 feet of bright. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that's what you can see through Alvin's eyes.
Ooh, okay. That is a terrifying owlbear.
We're going to roll initiative, and then we're going to go into initiative order for what you guys are doing.
Okay.
Alvin rolls his own initiative, I believe.
Familiars go after you. They think theirs are immediately after yours, I believe.
And it says your familiar acts independently of you, but always obeys your commands. And in combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn.
Okay.
A familiar can't attack, but can take other actions as normal. So, I never rolled the 1d4 minus 1 for Alvin, did I? For how many hit points he has.
Oh, and I guess our commoner is those are the shamans, I guess.
You would have 1. Okay. Okay, so.
How did you lose so much HP, Andrew?
Oh shit! I didn't do the temporary hit points.
I was gonna say that's kind of a lot.
So it would have only been 7.
Yeah.
So add 10 back on.
Oh, I need to add my Dex tiebreaker initiative. There we go, and then roll for initiative. Dope.
Alright, I'm just going to have all the shamans go on 1 initiative.
Okay.
Okay, Fernando, you are first in the initiative order.
Alright. Dang it, I can see the name of the creature. Let's see. Let's pretend I don't know that at all.
Oh, you mean on the thing?
Yeah, initiative order.
I turned that off, so you guys actually shouldn't be able to see it because I literally turned it off. But for some reason, it's showing it anyway.
All right. Well, my whole thing is going to be that like, I'm gonna say that. What's the movement speed of the owlbear?
Movement speed of our owlbear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, 40 feet.
Okay. That's fast enough. I'm gonna say, Derry, if you can peek out ahead and see what's coming. Everyone who's a little, well, squeamish, gather on me. I'm gonna position myself there, and I'm gonna hold my action. Well, I don't have my bow. I'm just gonna position myself here, and I'm gonna bring my shield up.
You.
What's up?
This and you should be outside the dome. I haven't dropped the dome.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, you should be. So this is the 10-foot radius. Agatha can't be where she is because she would have been outside the dome cuddling with Adrian. There we go. Yep. There we go. That's correct.
Which case I'm gonna light a torch.
You're in the dome.
Yeah, you're in the dome.
For my action.
The dome is the dome is a 10-foot radius centered on me, so this big.
Okay. I'm gonna light a torch. I'm gonna put it into the ground, and then take out my rapier, and I'm gonna end my turn right here, where I'm 5 feet within everybody.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
And what is
What
your
is
owl
thing?
My owl will telepathically ask me what it wants me, what I want it to do, because you can telepathically communicate for free.
That's not the way it works, though.
Yes, you can. You can telepathically communicate for free.
Yes,
but it is not a matter of it's asking you what it wants you to do. That's why it specifically states if it's not given an order, it takes the dodge action.
Because it won't ask you for orders.
It doesn't say that, though. It just says that it acts on its own in combat, but will always obey your orders. That's all it says, and then it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. That's all it says in the Find Familiar spell. So I guess he would hold his action to receive instruction from me then. Is that better?
Yes,
that's better.
Because
him asking for orders just isn't something that he would do. His intelligence is up too.
But he couldn't be like, what do? But, so he'll just fly in place where he's, or hover in place where he's at, and wait for me to, wait for orders from me. Yeah, that's what he'll do.
Let's go ahead and move there. And then it mutters something in a language. Do any of you know Giant?
Let's see. I think Adrian does.
I don't believe I do.
Yes, Adrian does.
You hear it mutter under its... Well, actually, how far away are you?
Very far.
Okay,
so you just hear mumbling. You make a perception check, actually. Let's see if you can figure out what it's saying. Nice. So you hear it mutter under its breath, easy food.
Adrian doesn't think we're easy food, I say in Giant.
It sort of like looks. You
speak.
Adrian speaks. It's talking to us.
That's gonna be its turn.
Yeah. Well, I'll step here, and then I see it. Describe what I see.
Control Z the token.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Oh no, Shift Z, not Control Z.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what's going on here? There we go.
That looks like a hunk.
Yeah.
Do I
would have
know?
seen one of these before. Yeah.
This is an ice troll.
Okay, do I know anything about them?
You know that they typically eat whatever it is that they can find, that they're pretty bloodthirsty, extremely stupid, and you would know that they are very, very keen at regenerating.
Oh.
Doesn't sound good.
It's an ice troll. Would I know if, like, fire or something's good against them?
Make a
nature check.
Nature.
You can't recall.
Adrian sees an ice troll. Hello, ice troll. Please don't hurt us. And then I end my turn here.
You see it scratches
its head, and
it's
like flakes of its skin just fall to the floor. Food.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You said it's an ice troll out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Speaking is a free action that I can have on not my turn, right?
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
Well, not
a reaction,
use a
so
reaction, but you can only talk
like in response to somebody.
So yes,
you could.
So
as long as
okay.
it's less than 6
So in reaction to Adrian, I'm going to address the shamans. What do you know of ice trolls? To the shamans.
Typically we run from them.
And I guess I can react to that.
Not within 6 seconds.
Yeah,
that's about 6 seconds.
Okay.
So you can react to it on your next turn or something.
Right, Adrian, are you doing anything else?
No, I said I was done.
Alright, Achka.
Alright. I will tell Alvin to come down and assist me with my aim as I drop the dome.
He will come down and provide the help action.
And then you can get rid of the radius because my dome is gone.
You can
also do that if you didn't know.
Can I?
Yep. You
click on the gear and you can adjust your aura.
Okay. And then I'm going to move. I have speed of 30 feet, I think. Why are there 2 Duries?
I didn't see the first Dury.
Now can you see the Dury?
Now I can. Thank you. Sorry.
It's fine. It's an issue with the new updated dynamic lighting.
Alright, so I'm going to move up to here. Which...
Oh wait, you never got added to the turn order. 1 second. What did you roll for your initiative?
I had selected both Agatha and myself, I guess. So, but I'll fix that. I will remedy that by rolling initiative.
Yeah, does Agatha have a 12 to Dex, or is it you?
So actually,
he'll be 4.
Well, okay, that's fine. But what is Agatha's bonus to Dex?
true because I didn't roll Agatha's sticks. I rolled my own. If he has a +1,
So she has a.
It would only be of consequence. Yeah, it'd only be of consequence, though. With
it's a
for
plus
later.
one, she had a +1, so it would only be if there was a tie, which there was not.
okay. So in that case,
actually,
actually,
For you.
I'm going to use 15 of my movement to get up to Agatha. 15 to mount, which is half my movement.
It's only 5. It's only 5 speed of movement to mount.
Oh, I thought it was half movement.
Nope. It's 5 feet of movement to mount your mount.
Okay.
We learned this in SKT because my paladin has a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pretty
then
useful.
together we move 10 feet.
Well, Agatha has her own movement.
Oh, true. In that
So you
case,
can,
I'm just going to...
Yeah, you can use your movement, and then Agatha. If you're using Agatha as a mount, she goes on your turn.
Yeah.
But if you're not using Agatha as a mount, she has her own turn.
Well,
So
in
if
that case...
If you mount her, then she takes her turn right now with you. And then, yeah.
Okay. So we'll just remove her from the order, I guess?
Yep, if you're mounting her. And then you mount her, and then she can she can take all of her own actions on your turn. So she can move her full 40 feet, and if she has an attack action, can attack.
Oh, that's... Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, I'm not an expert in mounted combat, but I've done a lot of mounted combat so far.
So where he doesn't have a saddle,
Is it whenever he takes damage, he has to make the save?
Yes, if without a saddle, whenever he takes damage, he has to make a dexterity saving throw to stay on.
Okay,
Does that also apply when the owlbear takes damage?
Good question.
I would say probably, but that one, it doesn't specify.
Okay.
I would say when it's either whenever the rider or the mount takes damage.
Yeah. With a saddle, that's negated. But
Alright, so I'm going to move up to just beyond this rock. On Agatha. If I can select... switching between the two the two things.
You can just highlight both of you at once, by the way.
You can do the square highlight to highlight both of you to move them.
And then
when you're mounted, by the way, you will always go in the top left. I mean, top right corner.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Wait, didn't you say Agatha had a movement speed of 40?
Yeah.
Which only moves like 20 feet.
We're just trying to get a sense of where we are.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
he doesn't have dark vision.
Right.
And he can't see through Agatha,
so.
That's why I'm sort of just moving to the side to do a possible flank, and that's all in.
Actually, you aren't able to control Agatha because she is not trained to be ridden.
Oh, true,
so
yeah.
She acts independently with you
on her.
In
which case, you were here, she would have towards it.
Oh,
she has 40 movement, you said?
She does.
Yeah.
So she would move there.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So she, because she's not fully trained yet, she doesn't like, she lets him ride him, but she still does her own thing.
Yeah, so
controlling him while you're mounted, you have two options. You can either control the mount or allow it to act independently. You can control mount only if it has been trained to accept the rider.
Got it. So yep, you can ride her, but you can't control her yet.
Alright, so I just said
she will have her
guy.
own
It was good to hear you all.
Yeah.
I hope you will.
Which means she wouldn't move.
Yeah, which means she wouldn't have moved yet, but that's what she's doing on her turn.
She rolled a 5.12.
5.12,
yeah.
So she'll go right after me.
Okay.
Now it's my turn, right?
Yes.
We're learning new things every day. So previous actions, I tell Alvin to come down and help me with my aim, which he does. He flies down and provides the help action. And then I'm going to move 30 feet forward. And I should be able to see him because, yep, 50 feet in front of me, and I have dark vision. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Yeah. Let's see what I get. No, we'll just do Scorching Ray. And I'll do 3 Scorching Rays at him, with the first one having advantage due to Alvin helping me with my aim. So 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, third one's not rolling. There we go. So it'd be 15.
First one misses, second perfect.
Cool. Yeah. If only I had advantage on the third one. So that's 5 fire damage and 10 fire damage. So 15 fire damage.
Yep.
Does it look like he's taking normal damage?
He's taking normal damage.
Okay.
However, get back over to that chapter.
It enrages. It now makes reckless attacks with each attack. Also gains 30 temporary hit points. Joking, by the way. Don't be mad.
So it winces at the fire, but it seems determined to continue.
So it seems. So from what I could tell, it doesn't like fire. Or
You can make an insight check.
Okay.
You aren't
sure.
Okay. And then I think that is. Yeah, that's all I'll do for now.
You would know to do this? Is Adragath going to give another command to Alvin, or is Alvin just going to follow the previous command?
Oh,
You need to remember that.
Yeah. Who's been attacking at range recently?
The only one that's been attacking at range in this party is right now.
I have my shield out. If we had Karn, I would have got.
Okay.
You actually don't have your shield equipped. You haven't taken an action to equip it, or did you do that last turn?
That is what
you don't sleep with your. Oh, okay.
So that's what you did last turn. Cool.
I didn't. I did not. Yeah, I did not unequip my shield.
Well, you don't sleep with your shield,
so it's automatically unequipped when you go to bed.
But
I don't believe you took an action last turn, meaning that you could have equipped it
as your
action last turn.
But you don't sleep with your shield
on.
So we can just say that your action last turn with your shield.
It's fine.
That might be the action.
Oh, wait, no,
you used your action to light a torch, huh?
Oh, true.
So yeah, your
shield is not currently equipped.
I thought that.
You're
cutting out. Ian?
I think it might be my CPU is chugging a little bit. Yeah, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Right now we can.
Okay. Yeah, my CPU might be chugging a little bit.
So you said you think what?
No, it's alright. We'll just go with it. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Okay. But just briefly looking around, does it look like anyone is prepared to do ranged attacks on the owlbear or on the ice troll?
I guess the only one you've seen use range attacks is
Brando.
You've seen
Adrian.
You've seen Adrian throw darts,
but those don't count.
Yeah, there's still ranged attacks. There's not ammunition.
They just aren't far range attacks.
Yeah. Knowing what I'm gonna do next turn, I'm just gonna tell Alvin to assist one of the shamans next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one?
Which one?
This.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is my turn. And now it's Agatha's turn.
Agatha, of her own volition, I guess, is going to take that move.
Yeah,
She is going to move towards the frost roll.
Actually, her
The
instincts
owl?
tell her not to.
I was gonna say, like, would an owlbear willingly, like, quote unquote, solo go up and try to fight an ice troll?
Well, no, that's why I was thinking like
Yeah.
I was just comparing our
our
stats.
stats.
Is what
What I was doing.
Because she would have encountered them before. Probably in a herd, though.
But I would say, yeah, but she also, but not that she thinks of us as her herd, but she knows we're allies.
But we're all puny people.
So, against your
command,
Agatha is going to just wander and then stand in between these two.
It's because we slept with Agatha. She loves us now.
Damn it, Brando.
It is the shaman's turns.
Don't blame me for this, Dewey. I'm just that charming.
Alright, so this shaman is going to step up to here. Let's see if they have dark vision.
This is shaman that Alvin's going to help, right? Okay.
Yes,
They do not have dark vision. Yeah, they cannot see it, they can only see.
So yeah, they're just going to move
to
like
reinforce the line, essentially.
Alright.
And then
Picking up a torch is a free action, right?
They're going to hold their actions
to cast Entangle.
One
One of them is going to cast Entangle when they can see the ice troll. The other two are going to save it to cast Produce Flame.
Save to cast what?
Alright.
Produce flame.
Produce flame.
Oh, nice.
Picking up a torch is a free action, right?
Yes.
It is your first
it is
interact with object action.
Which is, you get one of those for free every turn.
So if I pick up, I cannot drop down.
No, you can. You pick if
Okay.
you pick up the torch, you just can't draw your weapon without using your action to draw your weapon.
Okay, but I can put on my shield, right?
Yes.
Your shield takes an action, so yeah.
So you can
Alright,
you can
so-
you can equip your shield and pick up the sword. Or
Moving here,
torch.
coming here. Yeah, that'll work. And then dropping, well,
Yeah, you can drop anything that's a free action.
You wouldn't be able to move though, because they're terrain.
that was 10 feet. I measured it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's more accurate.
Alright, and then I'm going to equip my shield and plop down the torch into the, so it stands into the snow. And that is going to end my turn. And I have my shield equipped.
Okay,
Alvin.
Alvin following my instructions. Why did it click on me instead of Alvin? Is it because I have the bigger token? Anyway. So Alvin following my instructions will hop from my shoulder to the shaman's shoulder and provide the health action.
Okay.
The crossbow can be
Troll
used
is
when
going
a
to-
shield is equipped, right?
What?
A crossbow can be used when a shield is equipped, right?
No, it cannot. You don't have a hand crossbow.
You have a light crossbow.
You got it. I need to get a freaking hand crossbow.
This troll is going to dash to move here.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Which trigger, once he gets within how, what's the range of entangle and shit? Who trigger the held actions of?
Yep.
So he would get to here, and then the entangle will trigger from this one.
Is that a save or is that an attack roll? If it's an attack roll, he has advantage on the attack roll. Otherwise, it doesn't.
No, strength saving.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's a save.
So nothing happens then.
So it gets all the way there?
It barely succeeds. What do you mean all the way there?
Like, is that the first time they can see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I wasn't sure how far the torch let people see.
I need to like
the
the way that I'm doing it, I'm like selecting random token to see.
So
So it would get
to
you here, and that's where they would see it.
Got it.
It
does succeed on the save though, and then it is going to
The other ones produce flame.
Produce
produce
flame, yes, I know.
more.
It was,
It
It would still be able to move formless. And then the entangle area. Then I will resize that to be 20 feet.
There you go.
Both of their produce flames miss as they hit the snow and melt the snow.
Right,
Adrian.
Hmm. Well, Adrian's just going to assume that Ferrando will move up on his turn. So I will spend a key point to bonus action dodge.
Okay.
Once you step into like within 10 feet of it, you feel this blast of bitter cold hit you.
Oh. That's
So
terrible.
like
just in an extremely
cold area currently.
Oh.
It has some sort of aura. Wait, we're within 10. Me and Ferrando are within 10 feet of it, aren't we? Didn't like because it walked up to us.
Yep.
So do we feel it also?
Yep.
So does Story.
And
And
Agatha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a con save?
You aren't
again?
doing it yet.
It's probably at the start of it's at the start of its turn most likely.
Adrian's terrified. But then draw my pumpkin staff and then attack it twice.
Bop, bop.
Okay.
Both of those are going to hit.
Okay.
And that's all.
All right.
You watch as your staff strikes twice. Its skin is extremely tough, almost as though you're hitting leather.
Okay.
Alright, is that what you're doing for your turn, or are you doing something else?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, he used a key point to bonus action dodge.
Durian, you are taking... Five points of cold damage. Rolled really low. As this aura that's emanating around it, it's just extremely cold. It's biting through your clothing.
Bullshit. All right, I'm gonna get off of Agatha just because I realize that I'm not very much an advantageous position on something that I cannot maneuver. Taking 5 feet of movement to jump off, and I'm gonna take a swingy swing. Oh wait, bonus action first. Searing smite.
Okay.
And then clickety clackety, I roll to attackety.
Nice.
That hits.
I'm gonna add some divine smite into that too.
It would just be the 2d8 unless you're sacrificing a second level spell slot. Which I don't. Do you have second level spell slots actually?
I do actually now.
Nice.
Ooh, snap.
You know what? Why the fuck not? Where's my divine smite? Ah.
Should be a tick box down on the global attack modifier or global damage modifiers.
Has it been a full day since you healed the shamans?
No.
This happened during our rest.
No, this is during the rest.
They haven't fully rested.
Okay. So you don't have the first level spell slots, right?
I don't have the first level. I have 2 second level.
Okay. Just
Which he just
trying to get a grasp on.
You just used one of them to cast Searing Smite at second level, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to get a grip on the situation.
And then you're divine smiting it with your other second level, which is probably a good idea, honestly. Should be an extra 3d8 because this is 2d8 for the first level and an extra 1d8 for every level above first for divine smite.
I'll just do it regular 2d8.
Or, roll another 1d8 because it rolled 2d8 automatically.
I'll just roll it.
Yeah, just
/roll 1. Yeah.
There we go. So an extra 6. So it takes 15 radiant damage, 6 fire damage, and 9 bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
It is bloodied.
Nice.
As your like sword ignites in flames and you strike it, you call upon the wrath of God to come down and strike it. Sort of a flash of purple energy emanates from your blade and sort of pulses inside the creature, making it take extra damage.
Boom, boom. And I am a turn.
Can't addressed.
First damage.
Do I need to make some sort of save?
Nope, you were just taking it.
Okay. How much damage? I still have some temporary hit points, so...
18 this time.
So 7 of my remaining temporary hit points, then I take 11.
Yep.
That's not something I could shield intercept, right? Because it's just an aura of cold.
And then I'm gonna back up to like here, and I'll instruct Alvin to come back and help me on his next turn.
Okay.
And this turn I'm going to go ahead and cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the Ice Troll. So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
You also linked the spell.
Yeah, I don't know why the card... I thought I did the card included in the attack, but I guess not. I'll try again. There's the spell linked for future, but I'll...
Creature. Yes, good.
So if he fails the save, he has.
Damn,
That's OP.
Really good.
I mean, it is a second level spell.
So yeah, intelligence saving throw for this roll.
Yeah,
I already made it. It failed.
Okay, cool. So it takes 10 psychic damage, and then
Yeah, I already wrote it. Like that's actually
good. Removing like pretty much its entire action.
Like all
the
it
time.
can only do one thing every turn, and it cannot take reactions.
And Agatha, what is Agatha doing?
Agatha,
did you tell
Agatha to do anything?
I did not tell Agatha to do anything, so she acts of her own volition.
Yep.
Okay. She is going to take the dodge action. Well, actually, she's going to move out of the cold. Because it's really fucking cold. 10 feet. 20 feet.
And she's going to move
behind the shamans, expecting them to move back as well.
Which she
will do. And then the shamans are going to cast Barkskin. One of them is going to cast it on Agatha, the other one is going to cast it on themselves. So Agatha's AC is now 16 for the duration as well.
Nice.
So this one casts it on Agatha, this one casts it on themselves.
And then Frando. Well, actually, this one is going to cast Barkskin on you, Frando. Actually, wait.
No,
that wouldn't do it for you, so we're going to cast it on themselves.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my free action to speak and ask what god did Khan worship?
Also, you are taking 13 points of cold damage.
Is this shaman not moving, by the way?
No, this one didn't.
You were taking 13 points.
Did you hear my question?
What god did Khan worship?
Alright, did you hear my question?
I didn't hear you, no. Let me look at Khan's sheet, I can tell you.
Tempest.
Okay,
there you go. Tempest.
Okay. So the answer Tempest. Right. Okay. Prepare for a little yum. You can use a bonus. Good. Okay. I'm gonna do trip attack.
Nice.
Ooh.
That hits.
Okay. Strength saving throw of 15 is the DC.
It fails.
Ooh.
Good. That I didn't expect that to happen the first time.
It rolled really low, so.
Okay. Yeah, I was literally gonna expend all 4 superiority dice this round, but no, I don't have to. Cool. And then I'm gonna multi-attack again.
This one has advantage. 24.
Okay, action surge.
Oh, also you're flanking, by the way.
Yeah, so
True.
you get +2, and you have advantage because he's prone now. So
Yeah.
so 19 and 26.
Yep.
Nice.
It
It is still alive.
It is
hurt.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna use second wind because I am playing no games.
Nice. 14 point.
Okay, Alden's turn.
Following my instructions, he will fly over to me. and provide the help action.
Alrighty. The ice troll is going to use half of its movement to stand up.
And that's all I can do. Because it used its movement action.
High five, Steven.
Like, that's actually
Spell's actually fucking busted.
Not actually.
Against
bro.
the singular, it only lasts for 1 round. So
Yeah, like if we're fighting one thing that's
against
dumb,
against a singular target, it's pretty good. But
yeah, it makes the big bad boss pretty, especially one where we have trip attack.
and low. And it's just easier. It's also easier to do it against low intelligence things like a troll.
Yeah.
So.
Minions.
This random encounter is supposed to be a deadly one, but obviously the writers didn't consider parties. So
It also didn't consider Tasha's because this book came out before Tasha's.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm up.
Yep,
You're up.
You're
gonna kill it.
Okay. Bop bop.
Yeah,
It's dead.
It's dead. You don't even
have to roll damage. It's dead.
Minimum damage
Kills it.
That won't hit.
No,
It doesn't
matter.
matter.
You have advantage anyway.
I know.
Oh, you don't have advantage because it's not prone anymore. But yeah. Either way.
So
you hit it with your pumpkin staff, and it sort of just coughs and then falls over. It's dead.
Just to be careful, during their turn in the order, creates bonfire on the body. Just to sort of
For good measure.
keep it down.
It feels so good to do 31 damage in a round.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It does.
You would know that ice troll perks have a very strong property for making potions or just eating.
Extra what?
Adrian, you would know. As well as the shamans. The shamans would also relay that information.
Well, it's okay. Dury already burned the body.
That's what he did. The bonfire.
Well, while it's can I try to cut out something while it's
on
on
fire?
fire?
It's only a 5-foot square that's on fire, so yeah.
I only set his head on fire.
What would the con save for that be? Or would it be con save? Or would I just take the damage?
You can just work on a different part of the body.
Assuming it doesn't spread throughout the rest of the body. Let me
look and make a survival check to see how long it's going to take you first.
Okay.
Because you guys don't have
the tools necessary to carve things.
Create bonfire only lasts for like a minute, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Is it concentration? Like, would he stop or?
Oh, create bonfire?
Yeah.
It is concentration, yes.
Yeah. Would you just let him?
Oh yeah. As soon as Brando comes toward the body, I drop the create bonfire.
Okay.
All right.
And what are we?
I appreciate you, the heart.
Oh.
So I appreciate your thoroughness, Derry, but I believe Adrian has told us the heart is valuable. So there. Going to be a sleight of hand dex to carve out a heart.
That's what the survival check was for.
Oh well, 6.
You're able to carve out the heart, but it takes an hour to do so because of your
Okay.
Meaning we have to restart our long rest.
Ripperoni.
He has to. I'm gonna rest. I don't care about him.
What's the weight of the troll heart?
It
weighs 5 pounds.
I am encumbered.
And
it is only preserved for the next 24 hours.
Okay. Go to the shamans here. Is it possible for you to make use of this heart in the next 24 hours?
Well, you can eat it as it is. We aren't able to make potions with what we currently have.
I can eat it as it is. What does it do?
Well, it will give you the power of controlled regeneration.
For how long?
For a day, I believe.
Well, I will take my rest, and then if it's about to go bad, yeah, if it's about to go bad, I will, as I like dry heave, do the deed.
It's a shame. These hearts are rare. They're prized by alchemists. It's unfortunate that we don't have our supplies on us.
Well, either Tourmaline will have an alchemist or Brinchander. In either case, with our sled, we can get there toot sweet. But let's rest.
Yeah. So we restart our rest, except for Adrian, who went right back to sleep after the fight.
And then I'll be outside with Adrian and the owlbear, and we'll just do it over again.
Yeah.
I should have waited till the morning to cut out the heart. No, well.
We'll go back over here with Alvin doing the flying over the dome again, and I recast the dome here.
I'll take first watch.
Oh, here's Alvin's perception check. 13. Rep. Pretty low one.
Nothing happens for the rest of the night.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Dope Marinos. So long rest now.
Those of us
don't do the command. Don't do the command
because the rests act differently when you guys are in the wilderness.
Well, those of us who are in the dome
And not
can't
do short
command.
rest.
Oh, that's right. Right.
You
could do short rest, yes, and then you guys have to use the hit dice to regenerate your hit points.
Yeah, yeah.
And
no levels of exhaustion are reduced.
Why didn't it work?
Oh, would I have to do a frost check then?
You are outside. What's your modifier to your context?
The command's not working right now anyway, babe. The API's down.
I have the cold winter clothing plus the tent, so that's plus 15.
You'd be able to pass the check then. You don't need to make
Okay.
one.
Okay.
This area warmer than usual.
So back up to full HP, and then at the start of the day, I will cast Mage Armor to and create my Arcane Ward at the same time. So my Arcane Ward is created with 14 hit points.
Right. And 8 hours has passed, or 10?
It would have been 8.
Okay, so I have 16 hours with the heart.
Well, actually,
you had a watch, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
that's
that's 10.
Alright, so 14.
And then we can head to Lonelywood and make it to Lonelywood by the end of the day if we push Agatha for an extra hour. Well, all the dogs, or all the animals actually, but yeah.
Yeah.
If we push on for an extra hour, we can make it to Brinchander, or Lonelywood by the end of the day.
Okay. Do we do the rolls for that?
Well,
You guys over to this map.
Okay.
because we can make it to there, so we can make it. What?
So you guys
would be resting in the woods unless you push on.
Yeah, because we can make it here with one day, and then it was
an
Extra hour. Well,
an
extra hour
to
and travel.
yeah, because I measured the last time I measured it, it was like 7.1 miles
You also only measured it to the edge. You have to measure it to the middle of the town, of the circle,
Okay.
not the edge.
So 7.3 miles.
So yeah, it would be an hour and a half to travel.
Which would only be one con check for them, right?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, I said we rolled a con check. Is it a Constitution saving throw or a Constitution check?
It's a saving throw.
Okay. What is it? A group? Is it just averaged out, or?
Yes, it would be averaged between all of them, between all the animals.
Is that something you're gonna do?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, though. Agatha has a pretty high Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Didn't the dogs have like
Pretty
a,
low.
I think the dogs have like at least a 12. So. Oh, you still have the comment as a con, by the way.
Yep, give me a sec. They succeed on the con, so that will be for the next day, right?
Well, that's for this day. Because we're traveling, we travel 6 hours to here, roughly. And then we travel for an extra hour to get to town. And that extra hour of travel was what the con save was for.
That is you cutting through water. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, we were cutting across the frozen river, right? Thought we
Well,
crossed.
no, I mean,
you guys would have, like, the way that you had it, you guys were cutting through, like, water along the coast. Either way, it's 1.3, but... So yeah, you guys were able to make it into Lonelywood. I think I actually posted a picture of Lonelywood earlier, but I will repost it.
Don't we have it in our thing here?
No.
I know we haven't been to Lonelywood.
Okay.
Use
We
it
don't
every
have
before.
a handout for it. Isn't there a handout for it in the thing now, or no?
No. It's from the Patreon that I follow. There we go.
That looks like a nice little town.
It is not a bad town. Let me get to its chapter so I can actually describe it.
Not bad, but is it evil? Does it need smiting?
Lonelywood is
Where you guys were told to go to find the druid that had awakened the Plesiosaurus.
Oh,
Radovid or whatever the best
Rabison.
was.
What's her name?
Rabison.
I wonder if they could awaken Agatha.
Oh,
well,
no.
they're not good. So you weren't here for this. I guess we can explain this in character. This is not a good thing, Dury. Andrew. I'll explain. So we're on our way to Lonelywood, and so I would remember that that this is where we were told to find the druid, correct?
Yeah, you would be able to remember.
Okay, and I'm gonna fill in. Well, I guess everybody except for Adrian.
No. Well, yeah. 'Cause, yeah.
We should be on the lookout for a druid. We were dealing with a plesiosaurus in Bremen. Was awakened in order to torture and kill fishermen of Bremen for not worshipping the Frost Maiden or sacrificing an adequate amount to the Frost Maiden. This druid will presumably kill us on sight, or at least attempt to, given how we ruined its plans. And a druid that can awaken a beast? That's no... well...
No
our shamans can... exactly. Perhaps our shamans can give us a little bit more detail, but we should be on the lookout. And how many hours have passed since we pushed into Lonelywood?
Well, yeah, we pushed an hour into Lonelywood. That was it. Like, so we had 6 hours of travel, and then an extra hour pushing it to Lonelywood. So it's been 7 hours.
Well, alright, so I take the troll heart out of my bag. Given the druid, and that we won't make it to Tourmaline on time, I should...
Hold
oh
on.
dear God.
Hold on, sir. There could be an alchemist here in Lonelywood.
Oh, thank God. Yes, let's find an alchemist in the Lonelywood. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Investigation?
I'm back.
Yeah, can we investigate to see if we can find something here? Or maybe ask around.
What are we investigating?
See if
there's
there's
an
an
alchemist.
alchemist in Lonelywood, which we are there now, by the way.
Adrigast, why don't you follow the lead? You seem to be a bit more wits-based than I.
I think I might have reading on Lonelywood, so I'm just waiting for a
Sure.
response.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting you guys to take the entire session to recover Karn's body, but I rolled the so
This is the
I was not
craziness
prepared
of
to
the
go
setting.
into Lonely with the session. And it is a fairly large town.
Oh.
Well, it's a fairly large town, not large town. The town is actually really small. Let me go you guys over to the Lonelywood map. Yeah, so you drag your tokens on here.
We would have
Yeah,
north. Oh my god, this is huge.
That is very big.
So expecting.
There we go. That's more right sized.
I'm so tiny.
What's
The
a
owlbear's so big. How come I'm smaller than people?
I just sized everything really quickly.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It's okay.
Wish the arrow keys worked on these things.
It's because there's no grid. Why are you putting yourself inside me, Danny?
I'm so
Weird.
small.
Ah!
Everybody on the back of the owlbear.
And we all TPK, crushed under a giant owlbear.
Just gonna look up a descriptor because there's like not a whole lot for this.
I guess
Have I
all we
been
really need
here
is a
before?
tavern and
You can get rid of the turn order now, yeah?
Just minimize it, forehead.
Can I?
Oh, yeah, double
you
click
can
on it.
make- Oh, and it's gone.
yeah, if you double click on it, it minimizes. That's cool. No, snowy owlbear.
Up, and it is a TPK.
That's a TPK.
Snow
They all
needs to be
die.
gone.
Oh god, what is that? That's supposed to be an X. That is what an X looks like, everyone. There's an X on my character.
Oh, it doesn't look like an X.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. Just because we're so tiny. I am Shackles.
I am the clock.
It like actually just fits perfect with my token. Like you can't see anything except that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And the border, of course.
Lonelywood is a quiet town of water fishers and scrimshaders, scratching out a living on the edge of the world. As a northernmost town in Icewind, it's famous for surrounding forest that supplies wood to most of the other settlements. Tourmaline and Targos in particular, and infamous for attracting the region's shadiest criminals and miscreants. The wilderness is the worst danger of Lonelywood, but it's wise not to project the dark deeds of anyone's past in this small town.
Alright, do the people seem friendly here?
You want to try talking to him?
I mean,
I do.
Yeah, well,
Let's look for an alchemist. You and I.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can.
On an assist.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will like look around for an alchemist shop, and if it's not obvious, I'll ask. If it's not obvious that I can find one, then I'll ask around to see if there's any alchemists up here in Lonelywood.
Have I been here before?
Oh, you have?
Oh, that's true.
Have
yes.
I?
He's the guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She's dead.
Is there an alchemist here?
No, there is.
Oh,
There's no alchemist here.
damn.
I bring the heart out of my pack. Oh god. No, dear god. Is it a constitution saving throw to see if I puke it up?
Nope, you can just eat it.
Ah.
Just a consumable. Forehead.
Pretty much.
Eating hearts is no problem.
It's like in Skyrim when you pause the game to eat 32 wheels of cheese. You just eat them.
Oh my god.
Before you guys enter the
town, the shamans look towards you and they say, "We can't go any farther. We don't want to cause any trouble. May we meet again in the future."
We appreciate you accompanying us, and for your assistance in taking us to Karn's body.
Just ensure that he comes back alive, please.
That is our intention.
That is. So now I get regeneration benefits for the next whatever time.
For the next 24 hours, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
Unless you take fire or acid damage.
Hey!
Um,
Fire was useful.
Yeah. Just typical troll stuff.
Okay. And we had a long rest, so. To the troll. Okay.
You also know that there are no inns in this town or places for travelers to sleep. Most travelers are greeted by one of Nimsy Huddle's children that offers them to stay in Nimsy Huddle's attic.
Who's Nimsy Huddle?
She's a town speaker.
And where's that?
Usually her children will approach travelers. The last time you stayed here, it was at the speaker's house, which is here.
Where?
I guess we'll start walking through town.
There. Yeah. I will lead everybody over there. Or near there. We just go there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna TP.
I was thinking we'd be approached by someone possibly while we're walking.
Yeah.
Reveal the tabs do.
If we just walk back and forth, then we'll get a random encounter, right? So, it's just like hunting for Pokemon.
Yeah. We got. We just gotta step over the trigger point.
I mean,
so we step into the woods and then we just walk back and forth a bunch.
Yeah, the new Pokemon game's gonna be wild.
Like, tie up the dogs and like, are we just going with our dogs and with our sled and everything?
I don't see why not.
Yeah. The owlbear. People might give the owlbear weird looks, but as long as the owlbear.
People might be terrified of the owlbear unless you're riding it.
Yeah, unless you're riding it and keeping your tame. But...
Somebody would have to put a rope to on top of it.
Wait, what?
Somebody would have to lead her with a rope because he can't control her.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yet. Until she's
well, that's
trained.
fine. Adrian would love to lead Agatha with a rope.
Well, I have a rope too, so I can just make a makeshift leash, I guess.
Were you gonna be leading her in like the front?
Yep.
Or were you? I was thinking someone could ride her to show that she's not aggressive. It's like just showing people that she's not gonna bite.
Brando, would you like a ride?
I'd like to not put the burden on my stomach right now.
As you're traveling through town, most of the people that you see, just the cold weather clothing that they're wearing and the way that they're presenting themselves seems pretty shady.
Well, I'll greet everybody with a happy waving gesture and, you know, just try to be friendly to everyone.
Like, shady in what way? Like, shady as in they're criminals, or...?
Yeah, as in just the aura they present around them is so they're criminals.
Alright, I will be keeping a close eye out. If anyone seems... I want to take an action if any of these shady-looking people start to approach us.
What action are you holding?
I'm holding a telepathy action in case one of them starts to come towards us.
You can just talk to them. They're people.
No. They're shady-looking people.
You're a shady-looking people.
I am a court wizard, thank you.
You don't look like one.
Or maybe it's the fact that you're a court wizard that makes you suspicious looking.
Because I was a junior advisor to Lord Bond.
Never heard of him. Must not have been that big of a court.
He was the king of Neverwinter.
And? Got anything else you'd like to say?
Adrian, be kind to Adrigast.
Adrian doesn't trust Adrigast.
The floofy robes sort of throw me too, but...
As you guys are walking throughout the streets of Lonelywood, a small child approaches you. She looks up. Adrian, she recognizes you. This is one of her 4 daughters. Her name is... Blissey.
What was that again?
Blissey. B-L-I-S-S-Y.
Okay, I will pull out a toy car and present it to the child.
A gift for me?
Well, yeah.
I appreciate it. My mother wanted to talk to you all.
Well, we were just on the way to go see her.
I just whisper over to Adrian. Is this mother of hers and this child trustworthy? Everyone here seems pretty shady.
Yes, everyone here's trustworthy.
I don't believe that's the case.
I do. Adrian does.
Well,
Mother
over here. She'll be waiting for you. You know the way to the house.
Thank you.
She sort of
scurries towards her toy car, making noises as she goes.
Adrian.
Making what kind of noises?
Card
By the way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's right.
Wagon noises. She's gonna make like horse noises.
Okay, so I was confused when you said I got a toy car before, but I wasn't gonna bring it up again until I gave the toy car to someone. But so, what's that, Ferrando?
Well, I was wondering if we should make inquiries about the druid, but I suppose Khan's resurrection is the priority.
We can always ask when we get inside.
If you
Yes, I
could,
suppose.
if you don't mind asking about a stable or something that I might be able to hold Agatha up in. I doubt that she's coming into the attic.
No, I suggest someone should stay out here. Probably you, and keep watch on her. Keep her calm.
Yes, that was the plan. At least while we're getting information.
Adrian thinks you should stay out here.
I'll communicate to you, and I kind of like tap on my forehead if you need to know anything.
Understood.
I see you're sitting outside with Agatha and the dogs.
Yep. Just sitting with the dogs and Agatha.
Adrigast, perhaps to be thorough, maybe the owl can watch over them as well.
I'll snap and summon Alvin, and I'll have him fly up to the top of the house, and then he'll like perch on the roof and keep a lookout. So that's a 20 for Alvin. While we're inside, he's perched on the roof keeping a lookout.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen.
Okay.
So you guys go inside, and Nimsy greets you. She's a small halfling woman, and she has 3 little children running around the house, and the 4th one that you saw outside. She approaches you all, and she has a plate of baked cookies in the shapes of halflings. Welcome. We don't really have places for you to stay in this town, but I've heard that you are the wayfaring strangers, and, well, the speakers are having a meeting and would like you to attend.
I will attend, but I must inform you we are in quite a bit of a rush to Bryn Shander.
Can I just quickly insight check her, like looking her up and down to see if she looks like sketchy, similar to the people outside?
Everyone's sketchy in this town.
She seems very, very good-hearted, just like a single mother that is raising 4 children. She has a very motherly aura to her.
Okay. Looking her up and down and noticing that, what do you seem like the only trustworthy person in this town?
Well, I wouldn't quite put it that way. Everybody here is very trustworthy. We don't like to dig into past the Dale. I'm sure that you all wouldn't want us digging into your past either.
Everyone just seems a little shady, that's all.
Well, we can
just say that the way that you carry yourselves earlier in life is hard to change later as well. There are things that you've learned and feelings that you have that will never quite go away.
I'll just give a nod.
Adrian trusts everyone as she takes out 3 dolls from her bag and gives them to the rest of her kids.
The kids all are very happy, and Gideon's just squealing, "Oh, thank you.
They don't get toys very often.
Adrian brought gifts.
I'm sure that they're very appreciative of them. They immediately ran off with the toys and began playing with them after thanking you.
Yay. +1 karma.
Unfortunately, I'm already late to the meeting, but I would like to bring you all with me. We did want to discuss some things with you.
Where's this meeting
Very
taking
well.
place?
It will be just over here in the other room.
Oh, the other speakers are here.
Yes.
Well, this timing is impeccable.
Yeah, not that I'm questioning anything, but any particular reason the meeting's being held in Lonelywood? Seems a little out of the way. Why not in Bridgegender? It's the more central area.
The way that we choose which town to tell it in is random. We sort of trust it and have it go in order. The plastic was drawn about 4 years ago, and this just happens to be the location of the next one.
Understood. And I'll just give a slight bow with my arm forward, lead the way.
Of course. Would you all like cookies or?
Adrian would like a cookie.
I guess this is the time.
I
Okay.
was just gonna quietly take a cookie when she said that, and nibble on it.
It is a gingerbread cookie.
If anybody else wants one, don't be here. And then she sets them on the table outside the door. She opens the table into the next room, and there you guys see.
She opens
the door into the next room, where you guys see a large table with 9 figures huddled around it. They appear to be talking in hushed voices, and on the table you see a large map of Icewind Dale. You also see a figure of a castle placed in the spine of the world, and what appears to be 3 figurines that are knocked over near the castle.
I take it that means you found the Durgar stronghold.
Trovis looks up. He appears sober, actually. And he looks at all of you. Our militia managed to capture one of them and forced it to divulge the location. They told us that there was a warlord named Zardruk. He plans on leveling all of the 10 towns. We aren't sure what path he plans on taking, but we've sent 3 squads in advance to attempt to take the castle without it. None of them have returned so far.
Yes.
I don't believe our militia is equipped. Right now we're speaking about relocating all the 10 towners to Bridgegender in preparation.
Where is, just scanning the little map or whatever that's on the table with the castle on it, where exactly would that be?
It appears to be to the southeast of the Cackling Chasm here. Let me get to here.
That would be southwest.
Yeah, southwest. That's my southeast.
Holy shit, this is a chapter 3 thing? We're on chapter 3 now?
Oh no.
We skipped all of chapter 2!
Chapter 2 goes throughout the entire book. So
Okay.
Literally throughout the entire book, you guys will be doing shit from chapter 2. Chapter 2 is just a wilderness.
Got it, okay.
It's located here. We believe that it would be best for us to keep our militia in Bridgegender to protect the towns in case anything happened. So far, all the militia that we've sent have not come back.
Well, against a threat you don't know the size of, keeping the more you have in one area, the better your defense. The more defensible the position.
Or you run the risk of being obliterated too quickly for help to arrive.
If Denny has the capability to do so.
Yes. I don't mean to be pessimistic, but Dragon of Shadlin, that is concerning.
From what we were told, he plans on destroying the 10 towns. All of them. That means that Brunchander will likely be the last one, as that's where his creation is going to suffer the most damage. That's our reasoning so far.
That sounds as any reason.
Tonight. What we wanted to ask of you all is if you would act as a strike squad to take care of this warlord and destroy his terrible weapons.
We can most certainly try, but currently one of our essential members is on our way to Brynchander to be resurrected. He fell in a battle, and we need him quite dearly, especially for something like this. Furthermore...
You'll be passing through Brynchander on your way to the spine of the world for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, from the looks of it, yes. We were planning on. I only recently learned about this whole Durger situation anyway. But I'm assuming once our friend here was resurrected, this was the most pressing matter at hand, was it not? And I added that to the rest of the party.
I apologize, Adrigas. There is something that bothers me. Are there any dwarves here at the table?
Like any dwarfs?
Like any representation of the dwarves from the Dwarven Valleys?
We got speakers.
The dwarves are mainly in the Dwarven Valley, aren't they?
Yeah, but if they're gonna be really, really vulnerable. Also, if they're here, then I can say I told you so.
Not the best way to gain trust, but...
but also very, very befitting.
Money.
Yes.
The town speaker of Bremen is a shield dwarf.
Have those in the Dwarven Valley been notified?
We have sent
word to them. They seem unwilling to abandon their minds.
Well, I suppose dwarves will dwarf. Very well. If only for the sake of protecting the Dwarven Valley, we will absolutely form a strike squad and observe what is happening in Sunblight. If we cannot obliterate the threat altogether, then we will retreat and give notice.
I would recommend it.
What intel have you gathered about this fortress that might help us?
Unfortunately, that's all we were able to divulge from the dwarf, what we've told you so far.
Well, we shall rest for the night, take to Brynchander, and then be on our way.
Dude, no time frame for this attack?
About one attack, we aren't sure. We just know that it will be soon.
We were warned that it was going to be, was it 4 or 10 days from when we left
when we
left the outpost?
Yeah, from the outpost.
So
Kelvin's cairn.
Well, it appears they've been
going
unchallenged recently. Because of them being unchallenged, they've been able to acquire
more shot
of them than we had anticipated.
Wonderful. Fine. We shall make this the absolute priority, however, Brynchander first. I hate to be needy, but should you have any supplies that would be useful for us, since we are the tip of the spear, that would be appreciated.
We can check our storeroom back at Brynchander when we get there.
Thank you. I have some particular requests as well.
And oh wait, no. I was gonna say something, but I forgot that I'm not playing Julian anymore. Damn it!
You can request, but I'm not
sure that we will have the supplies that you're requesting.
That's a completely reasonable and fair response. I don't make demands. I'm just simply making requests. All right. We rest, and we are on our way to Brinchenda. Can we like fast forward this?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys will be traveling with the town speaker, so there's no way in hell, as well as the residents of Lonelywood, Tourmaline, and Targos, they're going to stop and collect the people from essentially this side and bring them into Brinchender. It's going to take several days to do that, but you guys will be traveling to Tourmaline at the very least with the town speakers.
And then from there, we'll just continue traveling as fast as possible back to Brinchender.
All right. I would like to communicate the request. I guess, like, can I get a note from the town speaker that allows me to make requests from the town within reason of Brinchender?
The town speaker of Brinchender is actually going to come with you.
Okay, good. Because I want a hand crossbow, damn it.
I'm sure they do have one.
Yeah, they have
name again?
Her name is Duvessa Shane.
Dumetha?
Duvessa.
Duvessa. Ooh, that's a cool name. Is she a halfling?
She is human.
Oh, it sounds like halfling name, but
On the trip down, during any downtime that we have, could I possibly work with Adragast to better train Agatha?
yeah, I was actually going to say I was expecting you to say to train Agatha, and I was going to say can I help, because I can talk to Agatha and she can understand me.
Also, when you said Shardrock, is that a warlock or a warlord?
Zardrock, they call him a warlord.
Okay. Shardrock. Warlord.
So yeah, I don't know how many animal handling checks you would want him to make, but
Well, I did make one more that I was just sort of jokingly playing around with the dogs and Agatha outside.
oh, was that the 15?
That was the 15. But if we want to retroactively use that as something else, we could totally say that maybe in that by myself I would manage something. I don't know, but
Maybe I'll tell Maya. She's looking up right now as far as like training rules.
Yep.
Got it. Because normally that takes over like multiple weeks as far as some of the other stuff I've played.
Depending on who, there's lots of different rules for like training animals and stuff. Some is like it's like a set timeline. Some there's one different rule is like you have to have so many successes and without this many failures or something. Like there's lots of different ways to rule it.
So you would have to hire
a stable master. It looks like
it'd be
75
gold
gold
pieces in
pieces in 15 days.
And they would train her.
Yes,
or you can attempt to do it yourself, but the DC will be higher as you aren't trained, and it would take longer.
Oof.
I mean, at the very least, I can help you increase your bond with her on the way there. Not train her,
Yeah,
but we can increase your bond.
Yeah, let's do that. Trying to get back to the chat. I don't know why I've lost that. Gonna reload because nothing's loading right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Right back.
All right, I'll do the same then because I have to pee.
Do you want to grab a bottle of water on your way back?
Alright,
I'll grab this bottle of water on your way back.
No, sure.
Is that, by the way, is that GIF from Game of Thrones drunk?
I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember her eating a heart, but then again, it's been a few years since I've seen it.
I don't know. I've never watched Game of Thrones, but I recognize that character, I believe, from Game of Thrones because that's the dragon lady from Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, Daenerys. Oh, yeah, I think it was when she was with the Dothraki. She was forced to eat a heart or something like that, do a ritual.
Yeah, Amaya's watched all of Game of Thrones, but I have not.
I wish they ended it differently, to be honest. I was so disappointed with the ending. Let's see, let's roll D100, see what trinket I get.
Are you gonna make a trinket?
Or no, I just want to use this thing to see what I would get on this trinket chart.
Oh.
Depending which table I want to use. 30. Cube of ice that never melts. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I want one of those.
Yeah.
Second.
Keep your drink forever cold. Hell yeah.
Let's see it. The second table, a recount of a famous battle that contradicts what is commonly thought about after that battle, written by a great sage who is present. Okay, that's a flask of giant's blood for the next table. Okay.
I want a never melting ice cube.
Set of golden letters that move around when nothing sees them, creating random words. That seems pretty freaky. A broken table knife that can only be held by red-haired humanoids.
Wait.
A drinking glass that's...
What happens if a non-red-haired humanoid tries to pick it up? What the heck? What does it do?
I don't know. I guess that's up to the DM for interpretation. Let's see, next one. A drinking glass that spits out whatever's poured into it, and then proceeds to tell the person who... tell off the person who filled it.
Interesting.
Table, a cabbage that cannot be eaten.
My cabbages!
A weird brass pot that when opened reveals a hot steaming meal of great distaste to who opens it.
Oh boy.
Welcome back, my lord.
Thank you.
Oh, that'd be cool. An hourglass that tells time with falling mist instead of sand.
Oh, that is dope.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Danny.
Are we winning now?
Hopefully. This is gonna be rough.
Today is the day where we win at D&D.
This is a win or lose situation on the well, it'll be next session because by the end of this session we're gonna resurrect Karn and then start heading towards the fortress, and we'll probably get almost to the fortress and end the session. And then next session, we're either gonna beat the fortress and win, or we're probably gonna. It's like a 50-50 shot maybe of winning or beating the fortress or TPKing in the fortress.
Why would you say that?
Because it's I don't know. It's like a big boss thing.
Really?
I wish
Have
we
you
had
looked at it.
I haven't looked at it, no. But like I'm assuming that
Then you should always assume 100% that we're gonna live.
Oh, okay.
It would be nice to have a rogue.
It'd be nice to have a rogue, yeah. 100%.
Damn it! I got Commander Strike specifically for Fat. Missed that. Like fucking do 50 damage in a fucking round. Fucking stupid.
Karn can hit almost as hard as Fat.
Almost. It's still worth it, definitely, for Karn. Especially because it also uses my bonus action, so it's good action economy.
I do have
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so since I can't train Agatha, can I assist Dury in raising Agatha's bond with Dury in travel?
Do you guys have any other things to raise the bond?
Beyond...
If you look at Stibbles, you can see the bond levels We'll be using stibbles for animal companions and that sort of thing, but we won't be using any of the creatures unless you guys TPK.
Okay.
But we will be using stibbles in terms of the animal companion features, because otherwise there's actually no rules on animal companions, so...
Let's see.
I wish there was, but there isn't.
Forming a
I don't have the PDF, I have the actual book.
So, where are the rules on?
It's chapter 7.
No, chapter 7 is X.
Oh, no, chapter 4, my bad.
Companion personalities. Chapter 3 is fine.
Yeah, chapter 3, okay, there we go.
It's page 124. So you can increase it by playing with your companion, studying your companion, get gifts, and then doing gifts or treats, or grooming and cleaning.
So I'd definitely be doing grooming and cleaning the course of every night, but I'd also be...
The grooming and cleaning will only apply the benefit once a week.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'd also be...
And you have to have the tools as well, which is a gold piece worth of cleaning supplies.
Could I purchase that while we're in Lonelywood?
The shop in Lonelywood wouldn't have it, but a shop in Tourmaline would.
Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for it once we get to Tourmaline. And
you would be able to find it, because we're just gonna like fast travel essentially, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just add that.
Yeah. So,
What would the owlbear's starting bond be? Would it be like 6?
No, it would not be 6, it would be 4.
So it's grooming supplies?
Yes, grooming supplies is what it would be. And you will have to spend 1 gold piece a week to maintain the grooming supplies.
Okay.
and then
and yeah.
and you can give it a gift or a treat. And then if it keeps the gift, then the gift or treat has to be worth at least 10 gold. And if it keeps the gift or eats the treat within 8 hours, then your bond strength is increased by 1.
Ooh, okay.
There's rules for that though. You can only give them a treat when they do something that's worthy of player inspiration.
We never get inspiration, so that's never going to happen.
So I'll just play with it. I'll play with it and I'll groom it once, I guess.
Groom it once a week and then play with her. And then and this will be up to Maya when or if it happens. If she seems to be like off or something, like seems to be like sick or like depressed or
unhappy with something.
Yeah, you can study her, and then if you can figure out what's wrong with her and fix it, then your bond strength increases by 1 as well.
Cool.
But that would be up to a Maya when or if that happens.
Will happen. It's just a matter of when.
Okay.
Since when does Karn have a +9 to stealth?
Oh, that's my other character.
Oh.
Alright, so yeah, you guys stop
I was
her
gonna
out.
say,
Do you have your list, or of like things that supplies that you wanted?
Oh, he just wanted a hand crossbow.
Oh, I am on the wrong layer. I just moved Lonelywood.
well, among other things. Let's see, we're showing here so potions of
I'm gonna see if there's anything I need or like
healing
spells and stuff.
any potions of stealth,
Karn needs dragon skills.
bolts, hand crossbow.
I would like maybe some charcoal or incense to cast Find Familiar.
Yeah, rations,
Um,
charcoal, incense, heating stones. Yeah.
yeah, the warming stones would be good. How much rope do we have, by the way?
We have a good amount. I think everyone has pretty much a rope.
Yeah, but I have a spell that consumes 25 feet of rope every time I cast it.
I think we have like 50 feet of rope for each of us, so that's like 40 or 4 times
400
50.
feet.
It would be 200. Yeah, 200 feet.
Okay. Should be fine if I ever need to cast it. But I have the snare spell that makes like a trap that lasts 8 hours. But it consumes 25 feet of rope to use it.
So did we stay in Lonelywood for a day?
We pretty much we traveled, or did we?
Yeah, we stayed there.
Oh yeah, we stayed there and then left the next one.
You guys would have stayed there for the night, yes.
Okay, there's my 3d6.
Nothing happens.
Cha-ching!
Good stuff.
Adrian the Iron Willed.
So that, yeah, that's the wish list.
Well, one other thing I would mention is, and this is just because, this is just Adragast doing wizard things. He would ask them if they have any spells that he might be able to copy down into his spellbook that may or may not assist.
They don't have any spells because they don't have any spellcasters.
Yeah. Okay.
They would be able to provide you for a potion of healing, 1 for each of you. They have no potions of stealth. They don't have a hand crossbow. They can give you 20 bolts. They can give you the barding for Agatha.
Cool.
They'd be able to give you 3 days of rations for each of you.
So we should be adding these to our sheets, right?
Yes.
So 1 healing pot and then 3 more rations.
And then whoever needs crossbow bolts, they can fight 20 for each of you. Whoever needs them.
That would be me.
Yeah, you get 20.
So
they are able to provide you with the barding.
Cool.
3 days of rations for each of you.
For
I'm
barding,
only gonna take 9 bolts because I'm overburdened now.
What did you say, Andrew?
would the barding be standard leather, or is that specific?
It's standard leather.
And barding, that would include like the bit and bridle as well as a saddle for her, right?
They'd be able to provide you with a saddle.
No armor though, because barding,
No armor.
saddle and bit and bridle for like riding.
Yeah, they're able to give you the bridle and saddle, but not the armor.
Crap, I forgot
They
to
don't
use the
have armor
belt
for an owlbear. They have it for a polar bear, but not for an owlbear.
Could I possibly take one for a polar bear and see if I could pay for it to be adapted by one of the people in Brinchander?
You wouldn't have time to.
Okay.
Not right now, not before. Like, you might have time to do that after we deal with all this, but.
Okay.
That's
And then
exactly
regarding
right.
Karn's resurrection, are we gonna pay through that, or
Yes, we
not
will.
yet?
Give me just a moment.
Okay. Sure.
I'm just telling you guys what you guys are getting first, and then we can go through the resurrection.
Did we get our last dog back, or is she not in Brinchander yet?
Nope, she's there. You guys get your dog back.
Yes, Philanthropist the Nameless, the third, the dog I named.
I'm more worried about the woman.
Charcoal and incense is for
Charcoal and incense, you're able to get 1 spellcast worth out of each of us. Heating stones, there's 2 for each of you.
Good.
No polar bear mount, no +1 weapons, no spells, and they aren't able to spare any personnel because they're using them all for this. That's why they asked you guys to be a strike team.
Okay. What's the weight of the heating stones?
Let me dull up and look.
I'm assuming Karn gets another list since he's dead, right?
Well, they're gonna be doing this after resurrecting you. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna resurrect you first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first.
You are priority number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 2 heating stones, right?
Yes, for each of you.
Aren't they called warming stones, not heating stones?
Yes, they're warming stones. They don't have a weight, so I'm just gonna give them the same weight as a speaking stone, which is half a pound.
Okay, cool then. Alright, I am just under carrying
And-
capacity.
How many rations did they say they were giving us?
3 days for each of you.
And you do get a healing potion as well.
And crossbow bolts if you need them. Alright.
Maybe you could buy a hand crossbow in Bridgehender if they have one.
There's 75 gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Adrian has 50 gold.
I have 33. It would be nice, because then I could use my all my maneuvers at a distance without having to compromise intercept.
Adrian will give you a bloodstone if you need it.
What's a bloodstone? How much is that?
It's worth 50 gold.
I would like to see if we can find a hand crossbow in town.
Yeah. I remember at Brinchander they were selling one for 75 gold. Maybe I can ask for a discount given the circumstances.
Would anyone have the ability to make potions of cold resistance by chance?
Doubt it.
Not in Brinchander. You'd have to go to Bremen.
Well, with this entire group of people that we have.
Like out of the people that are with you, which is you guys.
I only have proficiency with an herbalism kit.
Yeah, so not an alchemist tool. So
yeah. I can only make healing potions.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I say we go roleplay and revive Karn now.
Yeah.
Yep, I was just going through the supply list.
So we are here.
Alright,
as you guys burst through the doors of the Morning Lord, dragging Karn's frozen body, each of you helping carry it. Minshan, the priest from before, or Mishan, turns to all of you and she says, "One of you died, haven't they?"
Yes, unfortunately.
Cough. Jillian's gone.
What happened to the halfling that was with you?
Well, you see, we stumbled upon a dragon. The dragon wasn't very fond of the fact that our cleric was, following the footsteps of the Frost Maiden. So, Andragast, how would you explain it? What is Aveatris is the dragon's name? Yes, Aveatris then kidnapped Jillian and promised her back in 10 days, which was, it was a very awkward and strange situation, yes, and so that's what happened to the cleric.
So
she's not dead then?
No.
No.
Luckily.
Not yet.
That we know of. That we know of, yes.
Might be. Who knows?
Yes, Jillian has a way of irritating some people, so let's just hope that doesn't apply to dragons.
Oh, no.
In any case, let's bring him over. Put him on the altar.
While you do to the Morning Lord, Khan was a follower of Tempest. Would it behoove the resurrection spell for us to pray to Tempest while you do your appeal to the Morning Lord?
I'll be asking Almanator for the resurrection.
Almanator?
Almanator.
What the fuck? Who the hell is that?
Is that the other name for the Morning Lord?
She calls Almanator the Morning Lord.
Okay.
But you all would know the Morning Lord to be Lathander.
Yeah, well, there's two different names for the Morning Lord, but I guess my character wouldn't know that because the other name is older. Maybe that's why. Lathander.
How does that work? Do we, roll our checks?
Well, you guys will be role-playing out your checks.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because I will be rolling the check. It's just a matter of how much you guys can say how much Karn meant to you to try to bring him back.
And then she rolls the check based off, and which the DC is based off of what you say.
Correct.
And I know a good bit about Tempest, right?
Make a religion check.
Adrian,
Tempest is a normal god, right? So hold on, I'm still rolling the check, obviously, but
Oh,
really?
oh.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna pray to Helm, I guess, because that's not the god I follow. It's the god I'm most familiar with.
Got it.
That's the Order of the Gauntlet.
Well, why are you guys rolling religion checks?
No, he rolled a religion check to see what he could. You asked him to roll a religion check to ask him, or because he was trying to remember think about Tempest, like what he knew about him.
Right, okay. You essentially know that he's the greater deity, the Lord of Battles. He's essentially the God of War.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I would need to know. Yeah. Okay.
And that's something that everybody would know.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking.
Adrigast, unfortunately, has nothing to offer because Adrigast only knew Karn for one day before he died.
Okay, only 3 people are allowed to help.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Adrigast.
It wasn't around for long.
Yeah, Adrigast will just be standing at the back, kind of just, watching all this happen.
After she's placed everything where it needs to go, she looks at all of you. Is there anything you'd like to say to try to help bring him back?
Yes, I would like to say something. Tempest, I don't often make appeals to any god. In fact, I've not been actively religious in any occasion in my life. I feel a sort of guilt that now would be a time that I would make such an ask of you to help bring a friend back. A warrior who died in battle. But unfortunately, there is a battle to come that is going to be, I think, quite impossible without Khan. Without his strength, without his might, without his fervor for battle. I don't know how we will fare. You see, I tend to manipulate the battlefield. I tend to see weaknesses. It's how I see things, but Khan was different. Khan would just, well, stand in front of the enemy and hit them real good. And it was actually quite effective, much to my surprise. I know that Khan was a disciple of yours. I don't know what you believe, but I know he believed in what your teachings gave him, which was the ability to take an axe and smack people very, very hard. I mean, very hard. It was actually quite impressive, yes. Cleaving people in half, even ice minions. It was bizarre. Never seen quite like it. Frankly, I'd lose in a duel to him. He's a fantastic, a phenomenal warrior. He deserves a second chance to do battle in your name. Especially with the battle to come. A Durga fortress. The glory. All in your name. And I humbly beg you to consider that. And what roll would I make? It's just a straight d20, right?
Bio rolls.
Yeah. Okay. Amaya decides whether that's worthy enough to lower the DC of the resurrection check. Because she rolls the resurrection check when the resurrection happens.
Okay, so who was recording when he said that Karn could best him in battle?
It's on YouTube right now.
Damn it.
Yeah. Are we all just supposed to keep going, or?
Yep. Next person.
Okay. Were we supposed to be praying to Tempest or to the Morning Lord, or does it not matter?
No, whoever you believe you're praying to.
You're saying whatever you want to say to Karn or to whoever that you think would help bring Karn's soul back to his body.
Yeah, essentially you can be praying,
you can be demanding that he comes back, you can be talking, trying to coax his soul into just reaching out to him. Pretty much anything you believe could be relevant to bringing his soul back to his body.
Got it. Well, Dury, were you gonna participate?
Yes, I've just been collecting my thoughts.
Did I go first?
Please do.
Yep.
So, Adrian didn't get to know Karn for very long, but Karn was one of the, well, only 2 people who were truly kind to Adrian since she's been in the Dale. Karn was, well, frankly speaking, the best member of our team in terms of combat capability, but that wasn't all he was. He was kind to those around him and stuck to, well, his friends and his team. I know that most people just see him as a big, strong warrior, but Adrian, I guess, wanted to know what was past that. Adrian didn't get a chance to say that before Karn passed, but Adrian has a lot still to say to Karn, and we still have more battles to go through, so Adrian just wants to see Karn again.
Get the water bottles. Thirsty.
All right.
Dury walks up to Karn's body, puts a hand on their chest. Lady of Mysteries, Mother of all magic, Lost Goddess, I invoke your name, Mystra. I pledged an oath under your service about a year or so ago now. This warrior fights for similar goals, albeit not under your banner. And I feel that he is a great ally to what I seek to enact in your name up here in this frozen north. Please entreat Tempest. Bring his servant back, so that 2 hands of the gods might be of use during this time. And I walk back.
Okay. I will now try to call his soul back if he's willing. Karn, a breath of air rushes back into your lungs. His skin turns back to the color it's supposed to be. His wounds are closed, and he jolts up on the table, sitting up, grasping his chest.
Alright, I just scared my dog.
I try to compose myself, and then I look around at everyone. It seems as if the Folkhambers is not yet ready for me to join the eternal battle. Thank you, my friends.
Yes, well, I would love to have us all do a warm group hug, and perhaps there's time for that. Durga outpost, rather the Durga citadel was found. Shuttle and Dragon almost complete. Need your help to frontal assault. That pretty much sums up everything. What say you, Khan?
I say let's go kill some Durga.
Fantastic. I thought you'd
You're moving a little fast, sir. I believe first it'd be prudent to say welcome back to the land of the living.
Oh, Adrigast. For Khan, this is a welcome back.
Oh,
Bloodlust battle and all that. Yes.
Remember, everybody, fear not the death, for the hour of your doom is set and none may escape it. Fortunately for me, this is not my hour.
Huh. I didn't know you were a poet.
I can be surprising sometimes.
Indeed. I'm going to give him the supplies. Oh, no, we're going to get the supplies after.
After our group hug.
After the group hug,
Yes.
yes.
As I reach my big-ass arms around everyone and give a crushing hug.
Khan! Consent! Consent!
Wait, let's see how crushing it is.
Ryan makes a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Average for a card.
Just like, your older brother giving you a bear hug.
Yeah, I know, but it's fun this way. Alright.
Now, I wish to be informed of what exactly you had to go through at some point, but I feel like killing something.
We'll have plenty
The
of time.
citizens of Brinchanda have guaranteed us some supplies. We should collect on those. Dury, sorry, continue.
I'm just saying that we'll have plenty of time to discuss on the way through the stronghold. That's all.
Also, what next time you see your elk tribe friends, you might want to thank them. They helped us greatly in the recovery of your body.
Oh, you've met some members of my tribe?
It was actually quite fortunate, yes. We were teleported across the Dale, and then on the way back to try and retrieve your body, they teleported us to your body. And then we were able to meet in Lonelywood, where we gathered information that the stronghold was found, and the timeline was expedited. And so now we're on our way.
I see. What were the... Did you get their names by chance?
I know we got the name of the main dude that we talked to and the 3 druids, but that was about it.
Who is the guy that we talked to? The king is Yarn. And then who is the guy that we talked to?
Gunvolk Harvidson something.
What was the name of the guy that approached us and the name of the 3 druids? Because that's all that we would know, I think.
The guy that approached you named
Gunvold
Ulrichsen.
And then the druids?
Yes, your friend Gunvold has agreed to help us should we find any particular assured way to end the rhyme.
Well,
he said he said if we end up fighting the Frost Maiden, he would join us in the battle.
One of his name was
Sindri
Sindri
Gunner.
Okay.
One of them was
Isabella Karen.
Okay.
And the
And the last one
was
was Vera Armand.
Alright. And then we passed those names on to Card, and those are the people that we met.
So Gunvold's
name rings
a bell
in your ears, Drunk.
Karn.
Okay.
He is one of the heroes of your tribe. He's very well renowned
throughout your tribe.
okay. Seems I must give Gunvold my thanks when I meet him again.
Oh, and by the way, no whale blubber. My apologies.
In the reason.
Well, the expedited timeline of the fortress, in addition to the being teleported across the Dale, adding a few days, perhaps even a 10-day, in retrieving your body and resurrecting you.
Yes.
Now that you are pretty much caught up to the rest of us, I say we go to the storehouse and collect the supplies we were promised.
Yes, and I'd like to inquire about a hand crossbow at a discount.
Make participation for me.
Okay.
Can I be assisting him since I serve him?
And can I roleplay some of that as well? Just to compound the effectiveness of that.
Like, I would assist. I would because I serve Ferrando. Like, I assist him in any way I can. So.
Thank you. If you want me to roleplay that on my, I can.
You can if you want to, but it's going to succeed.
Okay, then let's save the time.
Basis, so.
It'll be 50. Okay, and then what is my light crossbow going to go for?
The crossbow sells for 1/3 the price. So let me look up the price of a light crossbow.
I can also. I have 100 gold pieces on me, so I would help you pay for some of it.
Okay.
And then question, what tools do I need to actually, I guess, be proficient in, like, carving and skinning things? I guess retrieving ingredients from creatures.
Skinner supplies.
Skinner supplies. How much
Or Skinner supplies, they're called.
And also, can I spend a copper so that I go to my contact and tell my contact about Helka, so we don't have to roleplay that?
So it would sell for 8 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper.
8 gold. Okay, so 8 gold.
Skinner's tools is not a thing.
Yes.
8 gold, 3 silver,
Look at the list.
8 copper.
There's carpenters, cartographers, cobblers, glass blowing, jewelers, leather workers, masons, navigators, tools, potters, smiths, thieves, tinkers, weavers, and wood carvers. Those are all the tools that are in Roll20.
And then
What tools were we talking about, Stephen?
Hmm?
What tools were we talking about?
Skinning tool.
Yeah, she said he would need skinning tools, but those don't exist in Roll20.
That would be leather working, same type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
So probably leather
Can
working
I-
tools.
Extend to considering animal hides and their properties. Confers knowledge of their armor and similar goods. A knife, a small mallet, edger, hole puncher, leather scrap.
Can we say that Edrigas gave me 30 gold? Is that okay?
Like I said, whatever you needed, whatever you were missing, or however much you needed, Adragast would have gladly ponied up.
Okay.
So
So now I have a
if
hand
you ask me
crossbow.
for 30, I will hand you 30.
Alrighty.
Here you are, my lord.
Thank you, Edrigas.
And if we're going to use the leather working, I will buy them. How much?
And hand crossbows work with multi-attack, correct? Without feats associated with it? I believe
Let me
that's the
see.
case.
I don't know. If
It has the loading feature, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it might have a
so-
little.
Yeah, you would need to repeat crossbow in order to use it multiple times.
Okay.
Which you could have it tinkered with to give it the repeating property, but not at the moment.
I think it's without the feat.
Well,
You use an action and attack with a one-handed weapon. You can use the bonus action to attack, and so it's not okay. And that's with the crossbow expert.
yeah, with the crossbow expert, you can attack, bonus action, attack again, because you ignore the loading property.
Correct.
But if you have the repeating, it works like a regular. Like if you have the repeating feature, it works full on like a regular bow. So you could do multi-attack, and then on top of the multi-attack, if you had crossbow expert, you could even bonus action attack for more attacks.
Right.
Because the repeating crossbow just auto reloads itself.
Right.
So
But this allows me to like keep the shield on, and so then I can make an attack with the hand crossbow and then drop it.
I just looked it up.
What's that?
It would be workers.
would be what?
Okay.
Leather workers tools.
But
How
yeah,
much would you like?
you could wear your shield and use your hand crossbow at the same time.
Correct.
and then
Give us a sleight of
I can drop the crossbow and draw my weapon, and that's a interaction with an object,
Yep,
right? Which is a free action.
Yeah, free action to drop your hand crossbow, interact with objects to draw your weapon.
Assuming your hand crossbow is already drawn, yes.
Drunk, were you asking how much the leatherworker's tools cost?
Yes, because I don't
5
know if
gold.
Icewind... What? Is that how much it is? Because I know Icewind Dale has higher prices for things.
Oh, do they?
Not in
Bridgehander. Bridgehander's
Not
normal.
mentioned. Okay, so 5 gold pieces.
Alright. I gotta take the dog out. So
While you're doing that, I'll be.
So we rezzed him.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the session, or?
It depends on how much more time Ian has to play. If he has, how much more time do you have to play, Ian?
I go to work at 2 today, but I was also gonna call my dad at 12:15.
So how many more hours can you play if?
That's 10 minutes if I wanted to call my dad.
Okay,
So yeah, in that case, we'll just end the session here then.
All right. So we get all the supplies that we need, and then we will end the session with us sleeping in Bridgehander and preparing to leave in the next morning.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And we reach level 10, right?
I mean, yeah, we're on chapter 3. That's level 10.
As I do we at least hit level 6?
Nope.
Aw.
We just hit level 5 last session.
Yeah.
I know it's wishful thinking.
You never know with Miles.
I get a really good ability at level 6 to help protect, specifically for Rand or anybody else in the party.
And at level 6, I get the ASI to increase my AC by another point, so I'll have 20 AC, and I'll also have
to pump your
+1.
dex to 20.
Yep.
Nice.
Once I hit
think
level
the
3
only-
with my sorcerer multi-class, I get really overpowered. So I really am looking for.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I get to re-roll a failed save.
Everybody
That's
say
what I
bye to
get.
the